And hello and welcome to the Grid Division Friday Night Top Split live from Talladega. And man, I'm ready for the chaos here tonight. We've got a chaotic group here in the booth as well. I'm joined by Roger Pierce and, well, some guy that knows this track better than probably most, old Austin Edstrom with Austin Derbyshire down in the production truck, as I forget how to speak already. And boys, tell me, how you feel about the place here tonight?
Well, I mean, good to get the group back together. Bristol was a lot of fun to call with you guys. This is a way different track, though. 2.5 miles of just flat out, see what we can do, and boys have at it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can fit every single SEC stadium inside of this racetrack, except Texas and Oklahoma, because they joined a little bit too late, so they're forever on the outside looking in. I mean, just absolutely massive racetrack. Like you said, 2.5 miles, a little bit over that, 2.667 here at the Talladega Superspeedway, about 33 degrees of banking all the way around this place. My home track, so you know daggum well. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to get some pack racing in tonight. Whenever you get racing or some racy guys in the Talladega races this week, it's been phenomenal. I mean, this package has been unbelievably fun to watch and unbelievably fun to race this week, so I cannot wait for this one to get started.
And we'll start things off here with the Grid Vision picks as everybody gets things locked in. I'm about to go with the 28 machine of Channing Blue. I'm going left field tonight. I feel like Channing always runs out the plate tracks. How about you, Roger?
Yeah, Dylan Pettis is normally in the 19 machine, is rocking that beautiful yellow 27 machine, and I think he's got it done.
And I'm going to go over to two in the pink, one in the dink, Mr. Trent Dinkle. Thank you for subscribing. By the way, also, Mr. Trent Dinkle, I am going to have to pick him to win tonight after that.
And also Derbyshire going with the 88 machine of Tommy Gossett. Always one to keep your eyes on here at the Superspeedway, and that's going to lead us on to the ones to watch segment here tonight. And thanks for hitting the button for me there, Austin, because I don't have it tabbed in, but I'm going to have to go with the 88 machine of Joseph Causey. Always a key player here at these Superspeedways. If you keep the car alive to the end, going to be a fun one to keep your eyes on. How about you, Roger?
I got Nick Olson. Raced with him a few times this week. He's just very clever at this type of style of racing, and I think he's one to watch.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tommy Gossett. Tommy's typically pretty good at these super speedways, has a couple friends in the field as well, so I think Tommy could end up being a bit of a surprise here, win this one.
Now, for the underdog pick, I accidentally double-picked. I meant to say Tanner Love. Used to work with him back in the day over on Pinnacle, and always a really scrappy plate racer. I feel like tonight might be the magic night for him. How about you, Roger?
I got Tommy. If Tommy can keep his nose clean, he's pretty good, so we'll see.
I actually did go with Joseph Causey. I don't think he's got too many friends in the field tonight, which kind of makes you an underdog at a racetrack like Talladega, where you've got to have some friends. I think only one or two people are going to be working with him tonight, so it's going to be kind of tough. I feel like, you know, the name of the game tonight is going to be numbers, and can you control the field with the numbers that you have?
And speaking of the field, we're going to get the starting grid up here on your screen here, and starting on the pole, my underdog pick, or my pick to win tonight, the 28 machine of Channing Blue with Keegan Sabilo up top of the 12. Third on the grid, going to be the 1 machine of Sean Conklin with Joseph Causey starting fourth. Fifth place, going to be Giant Dressler with Tommy Gossett to the outside in sixth. Seventh, it's going to be Mike T. Bruno with Lucas Mello starting eighth. Ninth place on the grid, going to be the 4 machine of Daniel Nanny with Dylan Pettis running at the top 10. Take it, Roger.
Yeah, and 11th, it's going to be Ricky Heinen. The 29 machine with Timothy Rainey Lewis in 12th. Justin T. Campbell in no, it's going to be James Bomar in 13th with Nick Holslander in 14th. Yuma Yao in 15th with Jonathan Evans in 16th with Trent Dinkle in 17th with Nick Olson beside him in 18th. Final row will be Bretton Hunt 19th and Zach Ricker in 20th.
Coming back to row at number 11, we've got J.R. Borborema on the inside, Edward Oliveira on the outside, Joey Israelson in 23rd with Colby DiCarlo on the outside in the 24th place position. Tanner Love's going to be starting on the inside of row number 13 and 25th with Jacob Brower on his outside in 26. Zach Range and Jake Hickson are going to be lining up on row number 14 with Indy Cassie and Connor Wallaback in row 15.
Running off the grid, 31st is going to be the 30 machine of Aaron Langley with Nick Messenger starting 32nd. 33rd going to be Kenny Reel with Kyle Manger to the outside in 34th. 35th place is going to be Michael Abrams with Jake Maudie in 26th. And running out the 37 car field here tonight is going to be the second car in the split. That's going to be Justin Campbell. As we watch the field work down the Alabama gang super stretch here into turn 3. And boys, tell me, what's on your mind here when you get ready to take the green for the first lap at Talladega?
who am I around? What knowledge is around me? You start to try to figure out names, who have I raced with before, who knows what to expect, right? Because there's some people that just come in here and don't have a lot of experience during the week, and that's going to come into play.
Yeah, the package is ever changing on iRacing, right? Every update, there's little tweaks, little changes. So you really got to get your running in through the week, just kind of figure out what they've done to the car since the last Superspeedway. And, you know, I feel like if you didn't get a lot of practice this week, you might come in here with too little of knowledge to actually make your way to the front and stay there whenever it matters most at the end.
As the iRacing pace car makes the steep descent down pit road, field lined up side by side here as we get ready to roll into the starting box. Channing Blue, 28 machine, Keegan Sabilo up top, getting ready to bring us to the green here at Talladega. And the green flag is out, and NiS at Talladega is underway.
Both lines surged evenly. Top side looks like it has the advantage going into one. If they can get kind of grouped up there, Causey's doing exactly what he needs to do, getting right on Keegan's bumper. Let's see who's going to surge, though, because Sean's right there with Blue.
Both lanes, first three cars hooked up, pushing, giving it everything they can here on lap number one. Tommy Gossett, the third car in line, on the outside line, pushing that the front end of the outside line, excuse me, of Keegan Sabilo, able to get him all the way clear, able to get Causey all the way clear, and just about getting himself clear as Tommy Gossett, as he's all in the back bumper of Joseph Causey coming into turn 3.
Through turns 3 and 4 here, Keegan Sabilo with the advantage. Joseph Causey locked up to the bumper, inside lane, struggling to find a toe here. Conklin giving everything he can to the back of the 26 machine of Channing Blue, but Blue a brick on the nose for the Ryko Toyota Camry at the moment. Inside lane starting to duck down. Here comes the 34 machine. Brazilian native Lucas Milo going to take over the inside line, but Keegan Sabilo, Causey going to stay up top and ducking out here, trying to build a run. Not going to get any help, though. That's going to be the 45 machine of Gossett.
Yeah, Tommy had a teammate behind with Dylan Pettis there. Pettis did not go with Tommy Gossett, so Tommy stuck on the outside all by himself, going straight to the back of the field.
Well, it sounds
I can't
like
imagine
technical difficulties with the Gossett camp. He's in qualifying trim. They did not get the car to where he needs to be, so he's going to go to the back. They're going to have to do some big adjustments to make sure that he's not going to burn through those tires. That first caution, expect that 45 machine to come down pit road.
That's a rough break. As we see, Dylan Pettis was not actually hanging him out like the guy that normally drives the yellow Ryko Toyota Camry would.
Oh, we're going to start already, aren't we? Sure, lap 2.
Lap 2,
gentlemen.
you're already shooting shots at Roger.
Yeah, lap 2. Look at that. That's a beautiful machine, though. He's doing exactly what I would do, try to push Causey, and Causey's probably like, wait, this isn't Roger. Who's in this car? Can I trust the push?
Yeah, Pettis out here, super sub for Roger Pierce, as he's out sick this week, but somehow found his way up into the booth to contaminate the rest of us with his high level of intelligence.
I'd like a little bit of that to flow over to me. I'd appreciate some of that. But hey, side by side for the race lead once again. Neither line really getting the help, though. Both cars, second row, having to breathe the nose a little bit there through the corner, and the temps do skyrocket pretty fast here. You can push for about a lap and a half if you start from the restart zone without having to breathe it too much, but if you don't offset to the right enough, you have got to breathe it just about every single corner and then just push down the straightaways. Right now, that inside line doing a little bit better down the front straightaway that time is Lucas Mello, able to take the race lead away from Keegan Sabilo and clear himself for it.
And this right here, this is a situation where you learn how much that, a young driver like Keegan Sabilo has learned in this last year of grinding out these plate tracks, because it's all about controlling that inside lane, using the side draft, trying to pull those guys back to you. When the guy behind you is trying to breathe to get air to the nose, you've got to be more aggressive than you want to be, especially for lap 4. And right now, Keegan not feeling like tipping the scale too much in that direction right now. They'll lose a little bit of ground here as you see the 82 machine start to get by him. That is Mike Bruno, by the way. Rare Cup start for Mike Bruno. Typically a Xfinity car, O'Reilly car lifer. Always makes a play here, though, for some of these super speedways and short tracks.
Yeah, what you're seeing here, though, is the line kind of start dissipating. You're going to see people start moving down to the bottom. Normally, the bottom is not where you want to be. We've seen that all week long. The top just gets better surges, but the bottom just kind of lined up right now. The top lines are all heated up. People are pushing, and they're not getting cool. It's big, right? You don't want to blow up. It's only lap 5. You're going to have to manage your temps. And that's something Keegan is still learning, right? He's got Causey behind him, who is a great pusher. He knows how to manage his temps. But if Causey sees that, hey, we can't do anything right now, you're just gonna sink back.
Dressler peeking out there, coming out of turn number 4, trying to get some air or block the air to that outside line to drag that outside line back up. I imagine that 51 would try to jump up and block, but it looks like he's going to be too late to it as Keegan Sabilo able to get back to his outside. Side by side for 4th is here comes Sean Conklin. You know that 54 was not going to be willing to sit in the 3rd place position for much longer. He's going to jump to the outside right in front of Keegan Sabilo, and they're going to line up, hook up down the back straightaway. First 3 cars on the outside, just thundering on through.
Down the back straightaway, Sean Conklin now able to clear. So is Keegan Sabilo. Are they going to try and make the play to get all 3 clear on the outside lane right now? Doesn't look like it. Conklin thinking about going back down to the bottom of the track. A little bit of contact here off center, push off the nose of Sabilo. Going to make things a little dicey, but they both keep it in check here out of turn 4.
That was a little sketchy there coming out of turn 4, the off center push, but you see Causey's getting right back to Sabilo. Top line is starting to surge. You want to kind of stay in that middle, but these runs are massive. You're going to see
off center, and here comes Keegan. Almost loses it in front of Causey here through 1. Conklin dove down to the bottom. Keegan had to get off of the rear bumper. Almost lost the back end of the Mac Tools Camry.
Yeah, but that's not where you want to be, Keegan. Don't want to make enemies early. I know it's a hard push, but sometimes you got to lift, right? It's a long race.
It's all worked out for now, though, as they come down into turn 3. 2 Ryko cars, 3 Ryko cars lined up on the inside here of the racetrack. 2 Keegan Sabilo Esport cars lined up on the outside with a push also there from the 87. Trying to push that outside line on through. It looks like that is the number 87 of Rainey Lewis. Trying to push Joseph Causey clear and maybe get some air to that number 87 if Causey and Sabilo decide to go down to the inside. But it looks like they're just content to ride in this outside line as the 3rd line is trying to start forming a little bit further back, but I do not think that they're going to get the headway.
And here we come through 1 and 2. The bottom line starting to build the run. Conklin starting to close in on your race leaders on the outside lane. A lot of help from behind from the 27 machine of not Roger Pierce. That's Dylan Pettis back there pushing in that Toyota Camry. But everybody's stalling out a little bit here. Down to the bottom at 3. Another search for the inside lane. And this right here is where it just comes down to momentum versus geometry. That inside lane, a little bit shorter distance around the track. Top lane, you're able to build a little more speed, though. You don't bog the engines down as much. And on the straightaways, you'll see the outside lane fly. Corners, inside lane going to close up a little bit. But right now, that top line, a lot of fast cars. And we got 3 wide here for 3rd.
Got 3 wide coming in. Like I said earlier, these runs come out of nowhere. Nick Olson, I put him as one to watch. Joseph Causey threw a big block all the way up on Nick Olson.
And that's going to leave Sabilo out to dry. Here comes Tommy Gossett to try and pick up the pieces. Gossett looks to the outside. Contact, and they're bouncing off each other.
I don't know. Oh, 4 wide. Tommy tried to make it 4 on Sabilo. Sabilo said absolutely not. Came up the racetrack, and a little bit of contact with another car on the outside put him into the wall. Nick Olson and Joseph Causey come back down to that middle line, but the 2 outside lines have fractured. All that movement, all that checking up, all that door banging has let the inside line and Nick Holslander take the race lead.
And the biggest gainer out of all this chaos here, that 26 machine up there on the inside lane, Jonathan Evans. Haven't mentioned him at all since we dropped the green flag. And he's found himself up into the 3rd position. The outside line starting to get a tow, though. The 52 machine of Nick Holslander getting a huge shove from behind from Joseph Causey into 1.
Yeah, as you see here, they're trying to kind of straighten it out. Binkle's on that top side, trying to keep it 3. All right, now I just see him keeping it 2 wide, right? It's kind of momentum-based. They're trying to save some fuel. But there's some aggressive pushing going on. You're seeing these guys come from the back because they see what this racing is. They see the runs that they can manage, and they're like, I can get to the front. Tommy's car is not handling great. I'm pretty sure he had to bow out of that because if he would have hit Keegan, it would have caused a giant wreck.
Olsen having to dive out here, overheating.
Looked like he was getting hot. He's going to go all the way to the top side of the racetrack. He's going to back out of this. That does kill the outside line for a moment. Oh, and Israelson going to look to the inside of Joseph Causey here. On that outside line, going to shuck Causey out 3 wide to the outside.
He almost hooks himself
in front of his teammate.
Oh!
Causey slid down across the bumper, almost hooked the 17 machine to the outside fence. Now, Causey, we know you're not a Logano fan, but crashing that car in front of Keegan would probably devastate him.
Listen, I'm not a Logano fan either, but Causey was not happy with that move, and that was kind of just showed you right there that, hey, I'm not going to wreck you, but I have the chance to.
That's the thing about Causey, too. You know, he's so aggressive on these plate tracks. Same school of thought as Justin Levine. Get up to the front and lead every lap that you possibly can. If you can't lead that lap, try to find a way to put yourself in a position to take it back.
comes Johnny Evans on that outside with a push from Israelson.
Oh,
Evans going to go down to the inside. Joey going to be able to take the race lead here on the outside as that outside line is moving with Kazi trying to get to the back bumper. But the inside line a little bit more hooked up coming down into turn number 1. Going to push Evans back to the race lead on the inside, side by side for it. As Kazi giving a huge shove to the 17 coming out of turn number 2. Now the outside line hooked up coming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, they're trying to form a third line. I'm pretty sure Dressler just followed Tommy because Tommy's car washed up out of the corner. He saw it. He's going to go 3. I'm going to go with him. That's not what happened. I don't think Tommy's car's handling that great right now. So out of the corner, he had to shoot high so he didn't kill anybody. I think you're going to see that here. People are going to start going with them. That 45 might cause a caution.
Oh,
guys.
big block right there in the front. Conklin shuts the door on the 14 machine of Zach Rinker, but hangs himself out to dry in the process. Conklin goes up to the top. No help from Cossi and no help from Sabilo. He's going to have to barge his way in there to get the nose on the 77 machine to push him. And now Cossi's going to duck down to cover.
Oh,
4 wide behind him.
They ain't going to make it, boys.
How many times has Tommy been 4 wide here in the early going?
Tommy's car's not handling well. It's going to cause a caution. He's going to be the caution. It's not great. Watch him through the corner. It's super unstable. Look at his wheel. He is fighting that thing.
Dylan Pettis, Johnny Dressler, Keegan Sabilo lined up on that outside groove. Now Dressler and Pettis coming down to the middle lane. They're going to get some help from Kazi and Sean Conklin there in the 54. And Gossett, even with the ill-handling race car, has got himself up in the mess. And here comes that middle lane. All 5, 6, 7 cars in the middle lane shoving on through, and the outside line surging as well with Sabilo.
And here we go. Middle lane right now, though. Dylan Pettis leads across the stripe there. 3 wide for Session at the start-finish line. Diving back down to the bottom, trying to take control of the inside lane is Pettis. That's going to open up the door for Johnny Dressler to get a surge on the outside up to the door through 1 and 2. Here comes Kazi to the back with a push.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud, right? I'm a proud person, a proud driver.
No.
That's a move I would have made in that paint scheme. She's being just as aggressive. He knows what he needs to do. This is really good. I really like this package. It's extremely racy. You're seeing some of the best put it on right now.
Yeah, and here comes Johnny Dressler in that middle line with a shove from Joseph Kazi. And Sean Conklin there in the 3rd place position. Now he's going to duck to the very outside line. Looks like the 87's going to go with him. Now the very outside, that 3rd lane's going to get a shove. And Sean Conklin trying to take the race lead away from Johnny Dressler at the line. 54 going to lead that lap. And look at that outside line surge. 2 cars clear. Gossett trying to make it 3.
This ain't going to work for too much longer. I got a good feeling, guys. I mean, look at how much these cars are moving around. Here we go down to the bottom. Here comes the 87 machine of Randy Lewis, though. He wants to take his chance at the point. All the way down to the bottom goes the Sunoco Chevrolet on the back straightaway. But no help. Took a while for the 27 machine to pass to get to him. Almost around goes the 27 off the nose of the 26.
Oh, man.
I'm sure I'm glad that there's 3 of us up in the booth here tonight, because I don't think that we'd be able to breathe if there was only 1 or 2.
Listen,
we got plenty of time.
They're pushing extremely hard in the top lane, and I mean, the top's really
No, here comes the
good this
dink.
week. Yeah, the dink is doing moves. They're all doing moves right now.
2 in the brake, 1 in the dink, down to the inside.
up
He's
to
got
the
no
door.
help. He's trying to make it happen. Sabilo.
Race.
Goodness gracious, going to get up to the back bumper, side by side for 2nd. That's 2 in the pink, 1 in the dink. Trent Dinkle trying to take the race lead away from Sean Conklin.
I want you to know, I don't know if you read Ken's comment or not. That's wild.
The entirety of iRacing has been waiting to hear those words said on this channel for so long. Thank you, Edstrom. It's good to have you back. But the outside line with the surge again. Conklin up to the lead. But he's going to get hung out to dry because Tommy Gossett said, forget it, teammate. I'm going to the front.
I mean, that's Tommy's MO. I can say it. Love him, but it's his MO. He's gonna go for himself, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Baloo, unpopular, gonna work with Sean here, but he's gonna try to get him out front. They're gonna try to set themselves up for this race.
Look, you talk about trying to find a dancing partner, but with a package like this, where it's just so racy and there's so much movement, you have to take the runs as they come to you. And sometimes you're going to have to work with people that you just do not like. Oh, Johnny Gossett! What a block from the 45 on the 54. I don't know if Conklin's going to be too happy about that one.
Get your glasses checked, buddy. We've had this conversation. You cannot throw moves like that. You're 25. You're not 18 anymore. You need to check clear.
Oh, down to the bottom, though. Here comes the 26 machine. Channing Ballou trying to take a point back up at the lead. Remember, started off at the pole, fell all the way back into traffic. Now he's back up here hunting for the top spot. Only 17 laps in, though. I had to check over and look at the scoreboard. These guys are racing like it's 10 to go. We ain't even hit 20.
I'm good with it. You remember 500 we covered, the first one. How chaotic it was. Oh, man. You cannot just drop somebody off like that. You can't.
Tommy's scaring me, man. He's got that qualifying set up in, but man, it's working for him. And you know, he gets to the lead. He might be able to lead a line better than just about anybody in the field with the qualifying trim on.
That's what we got going on right now.
Put in the wrong part of the car. Watch. Yeah, I just don't think.
Go.
What are we doing, Tommy? Oh, who's gonna go? Dink gonna go with him?
Dinkle is a better man than I, because I would have shoved it 3 down by the yellow stripe there and made it work.
I would have left him out. I would have absolutely left him out. Oh,
And it's
man,
not
they're
because
pushing.
it's Tommy. If it was anybody, if it was Edstrom and that hole got left, I'd have taken it.
I mean, Sean just called over. We're here. We're here. That's how hard these guys are pushing for these runs. This is such a fun package right now.
Oh, and down to the bottom. Blue with the block to the inside lane. Here comes Sabilo up top with help from Dressler.
This is insane. These guys are like, we've raced this, and it's like old racing again, which is so fun.
The two at the front of the pack here, Keegan Sabilo, Channing Ballou. They had a run in at Kansas last week, and now they're the two going for the race lead.
Ballou!
Ballou almost got wrecked off the nose of Tommy Gossett, and Tommy says, well, if you can't take a push, I'm going to go to the outside and try to take the lead.
And here comes the 9 machine of Dinkle back to the rear bumper of the 26 machine. Heavy block from Gossett to the 54 of Conklin.
Oh, lift
Up
on the
outside lane. It's Ryko powered. Down on the bottom, it's, well, anybody's guess who's running what.
Well, Conti, Ryko, Conti, Ryko.
Yeah,
Ryko.
I couldn't guess what Ballou's driving, so I wasn't going to make the.
I think.
yeah, there's a Premier sticker on the rear bumper.
I don't know what he's racing this week though.
Oh yeah, does he have everybody's shop sticker on the side?
Kinda, yeah.
Is that what I see?
He's kind of
Oh,
independent
man.
contractor. He does what
You
he
gotta
wants.
love that.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta respect it. You know, the sets are out there. You got the credit card. I mean, hell,
Buy whatever's fastest, Betty.
if EPAI ain't got the car you want that week, run just their sticker.
My Lord, Nick Olson, what a move. That's why he's my one to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Sean, don't get pushed on the right side. Hit 17 car.
The Bristol winner from 2 weeks ago. That's the Nick Olson we're talking about down there on the inside of the racetrack. Trying to go 2 for 3.
Oh, down to the bottom.
Down to the inside. Now Conklin going up top to block Trent Dinkle. No, back down to the middle. Gonna pick up Keegan Sabilo and Johnny
lift,
Dressler
Keegan,
side by
lift.
side
Don't
for the
get
lead
no
once
damage.
again. Maybe 3 wide here is Dinkle, and that outside line is pushing down to 1.
And 3 wide, down through 1 and 2, the inside lane with Joey Israelson. Up to the middle is Sean Conklin. A big wiggle on the bottom line, though. Not getting lined up well. Here comes the middle line for the surge. Dinkle going backwards as well up top. Olsen dives down to the bottom, thinks better of what's going on around him. Knows that car ain't going to survive if he stays in this.
Oh, Sabilo, Dressler, Dinkle all lined up on the outside of the racetrack. Kazi having to pick up Conklin here in the middle. And here comes Lucas Mello down to the bottom of the racetrack with a little bit of help there from Rainey Lewis. But that outside line is surging with Keegan Sabilo at the head.
And down to the bottom, here comes Sabilo trying to pick up Sean Conklin. Team Conti teammates, though, driving around on the outside. Not a good move there for Sabilo. He's going to get picked up by the 88 machine of Causey. And Trent Dinkle is going to lead that lap by a nose, but here comes the 51 of Dressler.
Yeah, we have to start lifting on these hits, guys. It's so easy to damage the front nose of the car in this style of racing.
Oh no!
Oh,
Gossett gets into Dinkle. Dinkle back up the racetrack across the field. More cars spinning down to the inside. Everybody but Trent Dinkle going to be able to hang on to it.
Wow. That could have been really bad.
It wasn't great.
Well, it could have been way worse. I mean, I'm
Oh,
sorry
yeah,
for
absolutely.
the dink, but that could have been career or not career, field.
I think the dink's going to be all right. I don't see too much damage. Definitely some to the right front, but it looks like that the tire is okay.
Yeah.
Came back across the racetrack, got to the 14.
Yeah.
That's
hard
just
racing.
It's hard racing. You got them 3 wide around here at Talladega. You got guys trying to move up, trying to get a little bit of air. We know Tommy was struggling with the handle of that car too, starting on a qualifying setup. And, you know, it's 2 guys racing for it, get together.
Yeah, Trent
right
was
now
coming down
Dinkle's
to side draft,
trying to
kind of
side
at the same
draft.
time that the 45 was coming up. And a big problem that I've seen this week is car on the outside trying to side draft their car on the inside. But then the car behind that is offset to the right, trying to get air to that nose, right? And that's kind of what Tommy Gossett was doing, getting air to that nose on the right side of the bumper of Joseph Kazi. And I don't think Dinkle knew that Gossett was that far offset from the
Jesus,
gate.
Causey got so lucky. Right there.
Now the 45 came up too. It's about 50-50, but that's what you expect at the super speedways.
Yeah, guys,
Guys,
probably
this
just
is-
sliding up because of how bad the handle is on the car. You know, the qualifying stuff. If he keeps all the wheel in it like we would on the race set, that car is probably coming around with all the air packed to it. So, just one of them racing deals you get at Talladega. But I mean, look at that, man. We got 23 incredible laps of 3 wide, bumper slamming racing at Talladega without a caution. That is nuts. I thought they were going to wreck on lap 3.
I mean, it's pretty wild, right? Like, I've had the same kind of incident this week with how the cars react and how these runs work. And yeah, you're kind of just pushing a car and you don't really realize what's above you, what's below you, especially with the air that's pushing, right? It'll make contact with somebody and it'll just kind of grab them. It's the consequence of this package. But I got to tell you, I'm okay with it. It's been so fun racing when I did this week. Like, just the runs, taking the runs, trying to figure it out. It's been a blast.
I mean, this is where, you know, I love iRacing. You know, it's a simulator, right? They try to make it as realistic as possible. But man, the Superspeedway racing, I would almost rather them go a little into fantasy land, right? I would almost rather iRacing always have the cup package like the crazy Gen 6 package that we had at the end of that car's run, where it's just move after move after move. And that's kind of what we've got here today, right? If we were watching this in real life, it would be 2x2x2x2 all throughout the field. Nobody would have a big enough run to do anything on the outside. But man, here on iRacing, they've knocked the package out of the park.
Look, as long as we're not dealing with that piece of crap single file, ride the bottom, nobody can make a move, and as soon as somebody goes to the outside, they go backwards regardless of how many cars they have with them.
Yep.
As long as we don't get that crap again.
They've
okay.
knocked this one out of the park, man.
Listen,
I'm telling you.
I mean,
This
we've all
last
been
year-
there. Yeah.
Last year, it was just as bad as it was when I started in 2018 when we had the Gen 6 car. Fun package.
It's-
That
yeah,
Ashton was
it's-
talking about.
it's
It was
just-
2 straight years of single file train on the bottom. Nobody could do anything. It was all pit strategy.
If you were the last car in line, you were getting left
You were
because
losing
you
it.
couldn't suck back. Yeah. It's so like this right here, I'll take it, right?
Yeah, this is amazing.
Um,
Don't touch it.
You know, I'm keeping an eye on Dylan Pettis here because like my car's clean, right? It's my big concern here. I've had a rough week here, so if he does better in this machine than I do, be a little heartbroken. Not
Tommy
saying
ended
take
up
him out,
taking,
guys, but you know.
Tommy ended up taking the blame there for that accident. He did say that he tracked up a little bit too high. I think that's a pretty fair assumption. I think
Yeah.
Trent was coming down to side draft, but at the same time, Tommy was coming up ever so
It's-
slightly.
It's
But
just one
again,
of the,
just super speedway racing, man.
it's one of those deals, man. Where it's so hard to point blame at these super speedways because you know you get the ones where we can absolutely be like, yeah, that guy's an idiot. You know, like the if hole then car moves that always go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that you experienced last night in A Open. I don't know who did that, but you know those maneuvers there are, you know, just very very poorly timed blocks, and even those you kind of have to take with a grain of salt because you got to do what you got to do. Not everybody's as good at doing it. It's a common mistake. But you know, 2 cars just slightly getting together in the corner here. Somebody sliding up just a little bit. You can't get so mad at that.
Well, and the way that the damage works in these cars too, you know, you can take a beating a lot of times, right? Unless you just hit perfectly wrong to knock a wheel off the thing or knock the engine out of it, you're going to be able to fix your car and come back and have an opportunity to win this race. I'd be willing to bet Trent Dinkle was able to get all of that damage fixed, and he'll be right back at the front of the field here before too long.
Yeah, I believe
Absolutely.
it's a minute 58 you can get done if you speed on pit road, do everything you need to do right. It's a minute 58 you can get done and then not get caught a lap down, which
Well,
is
the
crazy
field did a
thing.
great
a
job
lot.
avoiding him, so I bet you he was able to fix, if not all the damage, just about all of it.
I
Crazy thing
think
too,
so.
this week is I've had cars that have had 9 minutes of damage, with completely screwed front toe links. Was able to maintain the draft and was only 2 miles an hour slower solo than I was before the wreck.
Yeah,
So-
it's insane. Some of the damage you get now, like at Kansas, right? Like I had a pushed in front nose and it just plowed up the track. That's
Was that
6 minutes. That was
was
Wednesday.
that the Nicky special?
Yeah, that was the Nikki special. It was worse than Nikki special. It was a Nikki Platinum.
You can kind of see the 9 car back there, Trent Dinkle too. I don't see any right front damage on that thing at this point, so it looks
I
like
think he got it
Dinkle-
fixed. It didn't look like
Yeah.
a hard hit.
It did get cushioned, though, to be fair. He hit another car at the same exact time, and I think that took some of the pain away from the right front. It took some of that impact force away from it to make it not quite as bad as it could have been with him pancaking. I believe it was Israelson on the outside. I think that might have saved him just a little bit, but hey, we're getting ready to get going back again. I think everybody's got a completely clean car.
Yeah, I hope we see the aggressiveness that we saw the first run. I mean, we eliminated a pit stop. It's going to be close now. They're going to have to pit around 60.
Yeah, we are within a one stop at this point. You can pit 35 laps from now and then make it another 35 from there. And you got about 40 in the tank. So should be good to go here as we come down to the restart zone once again with Johnny Dressler and Keegan Sabilo on the front row. Green flag flying. And here comes Johnny Dressler on the inside with a push from Kazi.
Austin, you idiot. They ain't going to make it that long.
Well, you're probably right, but I'm surprised they made it 23 laps the first time. So who knows?
Yeah, we got egos here, man. Come on. You know what's going to happen.
They're all great.
Look. Just shift, Keegan. Shift.
Yeah, Sean's in the voice chat telling him to hit the
Sean
gas
is
pedal.
trying. Listen. You're not, but I promise. There's something that you missed shift or something.
Well, here comes Dylan Pettis to save that outside line. He's going to get Sabilo's going to get a tow here as he's got Sean all over his back bumper. They're still arguing in the voice chat. But Sabilo's going to get the back bumper of Dylan Pettis here off of turn 4.
Oh, don't turn my car. Don't you dare. I'll beat your ass.
Little nervy.
I promise you.
Do it, Keegan. Come on.
Here comes your car pushing Rennie Lewis, trying to take the race
Roger,
away from Dressler.
Roger has told you for weeks on end, use the bumper, Keegan.
Yeah,
use the
bumper, not on my car.
Use the damn thing now. Come on.
He said, be aggressive, little buddy. He said, but not on my car. Damn it, not again.
You see that 27 put his ass to the wall, but here he comes around the top. That is with a huge shot from the 77 of Sabilo.
Don't go down. Don't go down. You guys need to stay middle. What are you doing? I mean, middle's not aligned yet, but give it a couple laps. It's coming. It's going to be fast. Pull your temps while you got it. Never mind.
Olsen waiting outside, trying to make the third line work here around Joseph Kazi. He's going to duck back in line behind that 88. Bring that middle lane through. Dressler, Kazi jumping back up there after they had led the bottom line on the initial restart. They're trying to get that outside line formed as there's actually an even outsider line a little bit further back in the pack, about 3 cars deep. Not able to make any headway just yet. Keegan Sabilo
tucks out.
Help here, but he's going to drag Dressler up to him down the back straightaway. Oh, Pettis almost gets turned off the nose of Sean Conklin.
John, I'll beat your ass too. I promise you.
But up to the front of the pack, here comes the 77 machine of Keegan Sabilo with help from Johnny Dressler. It's only going to last for a moment, though. Sean Conklin gets to the back bumper. The 27 machine of Pettis pushing him ahead here through 3 and 4. 3-car train on the inside line, unmatched into the tri-oval here. Timothy Rennie Lewis really putting in a lot of work here, staying locked up to the back of the 54.
They're thinking Keegan might have front nose damage. He's really falling back. I don't know if I don't know what he did, but that car is not what it was the first run around. He just cannot be pushed.
I'm not seeing any damage on that car, but it is way off pace here.
I wonder if it's the rear diffuse. It's got to be in the. He cannot be pushed, so it's something within the rear of the car because he can suck up to another car, but he just can't take a push.
So I'm going to figure that out on pit road.
Nick Olsen's front bumper is caved in a little bit. He's got right in the middle of his nose a bit of damage, so Nick Olsen's not going to be able to push.
You know what we call that, right?
I remember it from 2 weeks ago, but I don't want to. The Nicki Minaj damage.
What is it?
You go ahead, say it louder.
Nicki Minaj!
There you go. Oh, look at that beautiful 27 leading the way. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me when this guy named Roggy Doggy typically drives that thing. Except he's normally behind the wall on casters by now, yelling at somebody in the chat.
That's normal. That is 100% fair.
Nick Olsen probably couldn't push right now with that front end damage, but man, he can lead a line. Israelson all over the back bumper of Nick Olsen. Shoving him side by side with the race leader. 31 maybe going to be able to clear him here coming out of 4.
Nick Olsen down to the bottom of the track, in from the top rope. A great dive to the inside lane. Going to hold the lead for a second, but here comes the 17 machine of Israelson on the outside with help from the wounded Keegan Sabilo.
What a move by Nick.
Oh
Olsen.
man, just look at how. If I'm Keegan, I'm getting out of the front
Oh.
here because
Keegan.
that car is just all over the place.
Oh man, brother, I'm proud of you for being aggressive, but wow.
Well, Keegan was trying to keep.
that was
I
a
think was
move.
trying to keep from wrecking there the second the 51 got to him because
Oh
it looks
no,
like
he was
since he's
being
gotten
pushed. Yeah, he was being
whatever that damage is, it has made that car almost impossible to push straight in the tri-oval.
It's fast though when it's being pushed.
I've
Well, we
been
have
talking to him,
reports
trying
that
to beat some confidence into him. I think I need to beat some of it back out because he's been maybe the most aggressive driver in the field
listen,
tonight.
we all watched him do a push-up. I'm pretty sure there's no beating anything out of that kid. All right, I love him, but we got some things to work on. I do have reports though come from the 27. Sorry, was texting and driving. So he really is trying to be me tonight. Really is. But he's not texting the chat.
If he was you, it would be him texting the chat, not
Exactly.
Ken.
He's got to text the chat.
And a huge shove for the inside line. Conklin gets up to the back bumper of the 27 machine,
Ooh.
pushing them ahead. Here comes the 27 of Olsen taking a peek, or sorry, Pettis to the outside, and he pulls Conklin along with him. Olsen getting hung out on the inside lane, finally getting help from Timothy Rainey Lewis.
Yeah, it's just you kind of want the middle. The top's really good too. If you can get the cars up there, we've seen it all week that you don't really want to stay on the bottom for too long. You can get trapped.
Dylan Pettis down to the bottom, gonna block Nick Olsen as that bottom line started to surge through the front straightaway. Now Sean Conklin getting to the right rear of Pettis. Two Ryko cars leading the field here side by side for the lead coming down to turn one. That outside line looked like it was forming up there down the front straightaway, but a couple cars ducked back down to the
And
middle.
look at the
And now
push here
outside,
from
because he
Keegan.
is fading is Sabilo all over the back bumper of the 54 down the back.
And a huge run up to the front of the pack. 3 cars clear to the bottom now. Conklin up at the point right now. Sabilo into the back bumper and now diving down to the inside lane. Here comes the 15 machine of JR Barbarema. Conklin dives down as well to cover the 15. And I think what they're trying to do right now is kindly shuffle Keegan out here. But back up to the top of the track comes Conklin to take the middle line through the tri-oval.
I don't think they're trying to shuffle him out. I just think he was trying to stop the momentum of JR because JR was moving there on the bottom. I kind of don't know where this is going because you got Tommy Gossett being pushed up on the third lane as it's forming coming out of 2. This is going to get really interesting, guys. I mean, there's a lot of fast cars here, and if they can take the run, like Dressler just peeks out there with Tommy. Sean moves up with him.
Oh, big block.
Oh,
3 wide for the race lead down to Alabama gang super stretch. Sean Conklin on the outside with a push from Johnny Dressler, but here comes JR Barbarema on the inside. And look at that middle line. Trent Dinkle, like I said, man, he was in that accident. Now he's shoving Keegan Sabilo to the lead as Tommy Gossett tried to make it 4 wide on the outside, and he's going to go backwards.
And I'm so nervous right now for Sabilo because we know he's got the damage to the back of the car, which is making it a little bit unstable under pushing. And look what's pushing him right now. That is a Chevrolet.
we're
And if there's
4
one thing
wide.
I've learned this week is those Chevy noses are difficult as we are looking at 4 wide racing right now as Conklin gets cycled to the back here. A little bit of contact.
What a
And he
save!
saved it.
Holy! How in the world did Sean Conklin just save that while they were 4 wide? He got turned on the left rear, and somehow he hangs onto that thing on the outside, uses the wall a little bit for a bit of help, and now he's got a little bit of help behind him of Tommy Gossett. Those 2 teammates going to try to push their way back up to the front. Speaking of the front, 2 in the paint, 1 in the dink, back to the lead.
And Conklin falls to the back of the pack here with skid marks coming out of the bottom of the car as well as the sim seat. Meanwhile, Keegan Sabilo getting shoveled here, shuts the door back on the 87 machine. Here comes Dingle to the front, though, with a great run and a head of steam into the drive.
Yeah, we are. We're getting the chat is getting spicy over here. The race comms. Bomar's defending Sean, saying, "Can the 17 hold a line?" I'm looking at him now, and he is a little squirrely, right? He's pushing, kind of aggressive, not knowing where to push, and that might be the cause of a big wreck here.
Oh,
Kyle
big
Bates.
wiggle on the bottom.
Oh, he just about got turned there. I couldn't believe that he hung on to that. Bomar under the back bumper trying to give him a good shove. Just about turned him to the outside into Trent Dinkle, but instead they were able to keep it straight, and Dinkle able to edge out ever so slightly to the lead in 3, but that inside line's a little bit better formed up with Bomar all over the back bumper of Kyle Major. And now, Manager up to the top of the racetrack, gonna cover off Dinkle. Here comes Bomar on the bottom.
There's no way these guys are going to make it around much longer, man.
I love it. I love everything about it. I'm kind of I mean, I'm really happy to be up here with you guys, but I mean, we're all plate track guys, so this looks like a blast.
I have major FOMO right now.
I know.
Yeah. Same.
They're doing such a good job. Like these top guys who are running up front, you can really see the plate IQ and what they're doing, and they're just hauling.
You know what really makes me mad right now, Roger?
What?
The fact that these guys are doing this at Talladega without wrecking, but we couldn't make it damn 20 laps of Kansas last week.
I know.
Yeah, I'm judging all of you.
I know.
Oh,
Nick Olson! Oh my!
Holy crap!
What a
He did
slide!
No,
he did not.
Cross it on his outside. What in the world?
He's still moving. I like Nick. I really do. He's fun to race with on these type of tracks. He has just that really chaotic move. He wanted to move that 17 car. You saw him point the nose. Oh.
So Roger, what can you tell us? So we've talked about the package all night. You know, I've heard you talk about packages a lot the past couple weeks, actually.
Guys.
But what can you tell us about the platform?
The platform, right? Oh, it's Keegan's platform is not good right now, guys. His rear end just got lifted up by the 17 car in the middle of the corner. What a save. I mean, you can just see it, right? These cars are flat out on the ground. There's no arcing and sparking. They're just as good as they're going to get. The platforms on these cars for Vroom Vroom are, as you say, the best they can do.
Okay, but how are the rear ends?
Planted.
All right, guys, there's our 6th grader conversation of the night. Lots of packages, platforms, and rear ends on deck here at Talladega. Right now, in front of the pack, 2 in the dink with the lead. A big block down to the bottom for the 20 machine.
Wow.
And he's going to pull Sean Coughlin along with him.
That was a move and a half. His nose really did not want to settle. When he got out, same with Pettis from the top line. They're getting a little loose, guys.
And look at the run for Bomar here.
Wow. On the bottom, that's super impressive.
I thought he was going to do a barrel roll down the back straightaway. Instead, he goes out here and takes the lead.
Oh, Pettis, don't turn, Causey. Please, not in my car.
Yeah, because Causey never forgets, but he doesn't know how to read that well.
We're 4. We're 4. And Keegan's not going to go with you. Even though you're in my... Nope.
No, Keegan ain't going to go there.
Well, he's got a straight teammate right there in front of him, and he actually picks neither of them. He ducks back down that line. They get the third line back to just Causey and the 27 of Pettis. But back to the front of the field, James Bomar, Sean Conklin have got that inside line moving a little bit better than the outside as the guys on the outside trying to line it back up as Brinson Hunt has taken over the top spot of the outside groove. Trent Dinkle now trying to push them, trying to get those Conti cars back up to the front here to compete with the EPI car of James Bomar and the Ryko car of Sean Conklin coming through the trial. But once again, the outside line starting to surge ever so slightly, getting a bit of a run. Trent Dinkle all over the back bumper of Brinson Hunt, down to 1.
And 40 laps in, this is the calmest we've seen since we dropped the green flag. Up in front of the pack, Bomar now trying to cover the top lane. Here comes Brinson Hunt. Getting my Conti cars confused here.
I thought, man, I was like, did a Conti car just do that? It was the EPI car with them again. Yeah, Bomar did an excellent job getting up here to the front. I mean, now you got Dinkle and Hunt working together with... Is that another one behind him, Holslander? Oh, boy.
And I can tell you from the...
right behind him.
And Dressler.
I can tell you from the B Opens I've ran this week, that 4-car line you got on the top, Brinson Hunt, Trent Dinkle, Hustlander, and Dressler, they're going to stay together in that outside line, and they're going to absolutely... if they go uncontested here, they're going to make this entire field really disappointed. Because those 4 have been so good at locking bumpers and just staying in line all week. But a huge shove down to the bottom from Sean Conklin to the back of Bomar. Going to try and make work of this inside lane.
Oh, that 17 car. Terrifying me. Yeah, I think you need to have that third lane. I think the third lane is what's going to prevail here. It's not that 17.
Not like that, though.
No,
that 17
can't be pushed.
Joey is shaking his ass right now for you.
Pull the cord. Pull the cord. Tommy, don't do it. Oh, we're going to wreck. We're dead.
Yeah. This Tommy bad news right here.
I don't have faith. I know what's coming.
Let's see, we got Tommy up there. We got Pettis trying to push the 17. 17 struggling to keep it straight. We got Kenny Real down there in the middle.
Oh, God.
I got heartburn.
Bottom line searching a little bit here through 1 and 2. James Bomar with Sean Conklin all over the back bumper, trying to take the race lead back. But how about that outside line? Tommy Gossett with a huge run off of turn number 2. He's got Israelson and Pettis lined up right behind him, and the outside line is just surging down the back straightaway.
And down to the bottom, here comes Israelson in the 17 machine, going to try and take the lead. Throws a side draft on Gossett, and here comes Pettis, going to hang him out to dry.
Okay. Yeah, guys, that'll work. Oh.
And Tommy is sparking like crazy through 3 and 4 on the top.
Bravo. I'm proud of that move. That's a move I would have done.
Pettis, Brower leading that middle line, coming to the stripe. 1 and 2 for them. Oh, a little swirly between a couple of the Conti cars. Now, here comes the 48 down at the inside. Brower, he wants the race lead away from Pettis.
Pettis going to get a little bit of help here from the 98 machine of Brenson Hunt, though, locking bumpers through 1 and 2. Going to need that third car, Trent Dingle, to get up to the back bumper, though, to make this really play out for that middle lane. Here comes the 9 of Dingle to the back, with the inside lane surging 4 cars deep. Now neck and neck, breathing down each other down to 3.
Yeah, breathing down each other is right. Middle lane is losing its momentum. Brenson's trying to push Pettis as hard as he can. You have the 17 pushing Bauer.
Here we go.
And Bomar peeks out. Does Bauer move up, or do Bomar and them? Not yet. Not yet.
I gotta say, man, EPI looks like they brought a pretty fast hot rod this week as well.
I mean, I think the big 3 are pretty fast, right? It's just about how you drive it.
To
that
the
right
outside.
there. Yeah, not good.
98 struggling with overheating there. And probably not liking what he's seeing. Brenton Hunt, been on here for a long time, knows to follow that gut instinct. And with the moves these guys are making up at the front, might not be a bad call to roll all the way to the back and let it cool for a bit.
Oh, man, that was almost a bad move. God bless. Him and Olsen just about killed each other down to 3 for freaking 30th.
Come on, Brenton, I'm calling you smart. Don't make me look like an idiot up here.
He reminds me
I
of
do that enough on my own.
He reminds me of JR so bad when he gets hyped up. It's just great. It's like, by God, he is broken in half. Oh, Bomar, Dingle, no, what a save.
Great timing for your JR to come out.
I know, man. I know. It's the alcohol.
That's just a joke, people. We keep it professional, and we do not drink delicious Miller Lite on broadcast.
I can't drink, so I'm sober.
Yeah, no, it's brought to you by.
Yeah, he was just born that way.
The other 2, I don't know. I'm just naturally, I ain't gonna say.
Man, some of these moves, these guys are
Oh,
making.
man.
Wow.
Did you see the wiggle out of the 34 there?
You see the wiggle of the 26 when Bomar pushed him? Oh. It's like a fever dream up here, boys. Kenny Real trying to make a third line with that shootout. Oh, boy.
I don't know if Tommy's going to push him for too long.
I don't know.
4
Tommy,
wide back there.
4 wide. Oh, Tommy, don't push him. Oh.
Side by side for the race lead, Sean Conklin, James Bomar. Bomar doesn't quite have the help down the back straightaway just yet. Lucas Mello going to change that about halfway down the backstretch. He's got Trent Dingle right behind him. Nick Folslander pushing him as well. And there comes that surge from the outside line. James Bomar to the race lead with a push.
Oh, Kenny Real. Holy crap. I thought he was going around there.
Oh, Keegan almost turned forward.
Almost
Oh,
missed
what
the
are we
middle.
doing? I just spilled my drink. God bless America. Just got excited.
Trent
Hang on, I've
Dinkle's
got a
got a
sensor
little nose
button for
damage
this.
now. He's hit somebody a little bit too hard from one of these pushes. Dinkle's going to be overheating a little quicker, but, well, he's not going to be overheating if he ain't got anybody in front of him. Trent Dinkle to the race lead with a shove from his teammate, Nick Folslander, side by side with the number 20 of James Bomar.
And a huge shot to the back of Bomar off the nose of the 34 machine of Lucas Mello through 1 and 2. No help, though, down the back straightaway. The outside line, Hudslander does a great job side drafting, slowing down the 34 machine. And here comes that middle line with a surge. Joseph Causey at the tail end, pushing them ahead.
He's out of breath there. Yeah, Bomar's doing a great job there with Lucas Mello. Sean Conklin on the bottom. They're trying to get that surge, but that middle line is just so good. It's going to be extremely hard to beat on the bottom. You're going to have to make that third line move, just like you see Baloo stick out there. They just need more cars.
2 cars has not been enough all week. You got to get 4, 5 cars lined up on that outside line to really be able to make the move. Unless you've just got some of the best drivers in the service that just really know what they're doing. You just cannot get that outside working without, you know, a good handful of cars. But hey, as quickly as I start talking about it, we got about 4 cars lined up on the outside line now, led by Kenny Reel, trying to make the 3rd lane work, but back up to the front. Trent Dinkle, Nick Holzlander, and the rest of the Conti guys doing really well in that middle lane, keeping 3 of them up at the front of the field.
Another thing we got to look at here, too. 49 laps in. We know these guys have one more pit stop to make. When's everybody gonna pull the cord here?
When did we pit? 23? What is it? 40 or 35 laps? 30 to 40 laps? Something
about
like that?
40. About 40. You can make it to about 63. And
Yeah,
the pit window's
okay.
going to open at about 54, 55.
Well, it depends. What are these lap times you guys are running? 49s? They're not pushing all the way because we were hitting 48s full push. So, yeah, I'll say 60 around there. 10 more laps.
Okay, we're 3 wide right now. The Precision Toyota Camry leading the top lane right now. Kenny Reel getting a whole bunch of help right now from the back of the 26 machine of Blue. The 3 and 4, though, the middle line with the surge now. The 51 Wrestler gets to the back of the 52 machine of Hustlander, trying to push that 9 machine of Trent Dinkle to the point. Dinkle with the advantage down the tri-oval here. Another lap. Oh, I can say it now. It's going to be another lap led here for the Team Conti Chevrolet.
Ooh. Dressler got out of shape there a little bit. Yeah, well, you see what Dinkle's doing. He's doing a great job of basically giving Holzlander air. He's moving up just a little bit in the corner, and he's giving that left side of Holzlander's car some air so they could just keep pushing, right? Which then allows Dressler to back up, which then allows Causey to back up, and they're just continue feeding air to the grill. That's what's going to make this line hard to pass. You're going to have to do it on the top side, right? These guys stuck on the bottom, they don't have enough time to cool to really get that run going. As I say that, the checkups is what's going to cause this bottom line to catch up. Did you see
Look
big
how
checkup
fractured
there
that
from
middle
the
lane
middle?
is now.
Yeah.
The top 3 completely disjointed from each other. That's going to let Bomar at least pick up a couple spots here on the bottom side of the racetrack as he's still getting pushed from Lucas Mello. But those Team Conti cars reconnect, coming through the tri-oval in the bottom lane. Get any type of momentum as we head down into turn number 1. Joseph Causey going to get right on the back bumper of the 51 at Dressler. Shove that outside line along, but here comes James Bomar. Shorter distance around the racetrack through 1 and 2. Side by side for 3rd. Trying to get side by side for 2nd, and that inside line is moving.
Yeah, top line, they overheated there a little bit. It's a little harder to cool the temps when you run on that outside lane because you have to use so much more bumper to push the car in front of you, and you're in the throttle a lot more than you are on the inside. These guys down low, they're able to cool them off a little bit quicker, get right back to it. That's what you're seeing right now. Here comes Bomar to the point now by a nose out of turn 4. Hustlander still not able to close into the back of his Team Conti teammate.
Yeah, but Jonathan
look at the
Evans
outside.
pushed. Yeah, 3 wide. Tommy Gossett pushing that line. Kenny Reel. Oh, guys, I don't know. I don't know. Big pushes coming. I mean, that outside is what you need. What are you going to do if you're Dinkle?
He's not going to throw the block. He's going to stay committed to the middle with his teammates, but that's going to let Johnny Evans and Tommy Gossett more than likely get clear here down the back straightaway. And it looks like Randy Lewis. Oh! Holzlander sideways. He's going to spin back across the racetrack. Just hits Israel's son as he comes through. Dylan Pettis involved. Sean Conklin also spinning down the racetrack, and the caution finally comes out.
Oh, they wrecked your car.
They did. They wrecked my car. I was going through that entire wreck trying to see if it got touched, and it did. I can't speak. I'm so mad.
Hang on. I have something for this.
Ah!
Wait a minute. Wait, let me do
It done
this.
did got hit. It done did got hit. I gotta talk to like Edstrom for a moment. It done did got hit, guys.
And in the words of Joe LaCastro, as we get a look at what happened here, it was just a push gone wrong there from Brenson Hunt to the back of Hustlander. Just off center there. Everybody trying and digging so hard, trying to get their lane to push here. Now let's maybe take a ride on board with the machine of Pettis here and see exactly what Roger Pierce missed out on here tonight. Get another look at the shot there.
There we go, spinning, and oh, I see a 17 car. That's a technical foul. Here we go. All right.
Just a moment of silence for Roger Pierce's son here, because this was a heavy hit.
I mean,
No, it wasn't his best
I
cut. It was.
don't think.
These things don't die. He's fine.
I think he's all right. He just did a little 360. Hell, give him a 10 for style
I mean,
points.
I don't know if he really got hit or not. That's we'll take that.
But either way, with 54 laps on the board here, working our second caution for Talladega, we're going to go step away, have a quick word from our sponsors. We'll be back to bring you more of the racing action here on the grid.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back to Grid Vision Top Split, live from Talladega. I'm Sean Atkins. We are joined in the booth by Austin Rocketman Edstrom and Roger P. Pants Pierce. 56 laps on the board. Evans in the lead right now with Tommy Gossett up top. And, boys, we've seen some chaotic racing here tonight. And, well, what do we think is going to happen next? Hello? Anybody? Just me?
I'm trying to be nice.
This thing on?
I'm trying to be nice here after calling me
Use your
P-pants.
big boy words. Okay?
Yeah,
It's
use
not
my big
fault.
boy words. I think it's gonna be chaotic. Chaotic is the word to use because these guys have seen what they can do. They've seen what the runs can generate, and now you need to save a little bit of gas, which we saw some people come down and take more gas. And when you see enough saved, it's gonna be something.
Do you think we're going to make it to that point, though?
I think we're
No,
gonna
but you got to
see-
save just in case.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see what we saw, how
you know
we
what?
talked about before, how you're gonna like the accordion effect's gonna happen. It's like, oh, I need this, and
You know what time it is? We got a late race restart coming in here. What you gotta do is, gotta use the bumper here on this restart. This field lines up here into the restart zone side by side in the hands of the 9 machine of Evans with Tommy Gossett up to the outside. 26 machine gonna be the first into the box here. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Good launch for the inside lane, but was it too good? Jonathan Evans going to get way too big of a gap here coming into turn 1. Comes up to the top of the track, and they're wrecking in the back. Well, all that
Daniel
fuel
Manning
everybody
all
had to
the
worry
way
about
back.
saving, that don't mean nothing anymore.
I'll tell you what, I don't know what some of these guys' awareness are, but they were still racing into one in mid corner, and the yellow was out for a good 30 seconds. It felt like
There was a stack up, and then Nanny never got going again.
Nanny couldn't go because the 8 machine of
Yeah.
oh, he
25
had
machine
him picked
of
up.
Hickson. No, look though, the 25 machine of Hickson shoots all the way to the outside there. Nanny couldn't go because he didn't want to get the black flag because they hadn't gotten into the restart zone, let alone the line, and Kenny Roach didn't see it coming.
It's a great point.
Yeah,
Nanny
that
had
was-
to slow down so he didn't get the black flag, and Kenny didn't get the memo and turned him around.
Yeah, but let's see here.
What
Oh,
happened
Yeah,
with the 25?
he checked
He
the check
saw
up.
the check
happened.
up.
The check.
Yeah,
and
he didn't want
freaked
damage
out.
on the nose.
Yeah, he freaked out.
You can't go up there and park. You keep your foot in it.
Well, I mean, listen,
They
I
don't-
don't
they don't-
blame him, but at the same time,
Now we don't need
expect
to
the
save fuel.
unexpected in
Yay.
these races. Like now we get to save fuel. Now we're gonna clutch the whole time.
Well, no. Now we don't have to, like, you know, once we go green, everybody will get their fuel saving done in this yellow flag, and hopefully we won't have to whenever we actually go racing.
Here's the bigger question:
I'm
Who
board
comes
with Hickson
down?
here.
Who comes down?
Yeah,
and gets
check
fuel?
up goes way up there, but brakes heavy, and that just sets up.
Listen,
know
he
what?
tried getting on the gas. He did. He tried.
You know, you guys know what happened here, right? I'm gonna spell it out for you.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh god. This is okay. I'm gonna call this out. Yeah, TM. I'm gonna call this out, right? This is as bad as Tommy Gossett. What number am I gonna drive tonight? I'm just gonna say, it's gotten to the point where Ninky's not even in a race, and I see this pop up.
It's what he would want if he was in our chat right now. Each one of these wrecks, he would have said it. You know it. We got to keep it alive because it did start here with grid vision.
I know.
So
but
we've got to keep it alive.
But when you get wrecked by him, and it actually happens by him, it's just another level.
Oh yeah. No, trust me. I have been there. I have done that. I should probably buy the T-shirt from him.
Have you been wrecked by him yet, Edstrom?
I can't say I have. I don't think I've never
from
really
you.
had any. I don't think I've had any. Oh my! I thought Tommy
I have watched races where you have been a victim.
I'm sure, but I don't have too many run-ins
But-
with Nanky. I don't think he's like bumper to bumper wrecked me. I think maybe he's caused a wreck and I get involved later, but I don't think I've turned him or he's turned me.
I've just had moments where he's been, very aggressive and got a little too over the top. And it's taken me out, but it is what it is. Everybody makes those mistakes.
I was about to say you're not innocent in this. I remember you wrecking some people before, Sheldon. Come on
Well,
now.
I've gotten to the point now where if you're going to do something stupid to me, I'm going to do something stupider back.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm at that point. I got a protest last week, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I stood my ground, and it's the first one that's happened in almost 2 years.
I walked out of Thursday night at Bristol, week before last, just 100% positive, just okay. Took the wheel down and everything. I was like, I'm going to get on tomorrow. I'm going to be banned.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I went to Ohio last weekend, right? And the minute I got the email, I was like, well, I guess I'm suspended, right? And it was like, nope, you're not suspended. This was a warning. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. But I mean, I wrecked the dog food out of that guy. Like, I deserve to get suspended.
But in all fairness with my situation, I got wrecked 3 times in the same race by the same team who would be undisclosed. You know, we're not throwing shade here, but it was not
please?
fun. No. We're not going there. We're not going there because look, if it comes out, I'm just going to get it more. I already know it's going to happen.
No, true. Because you know we've all been a victim of it, and
yeah,
we
you
will
know
not
some
disclose.
guys just kind of build a culture where they're a little too aggressive, and you know it kind of gets old after a while. But it self-polices itself. You know, it happens with every team at some point along the way. You know, I remember. There's been a lot of complaints about the colors you fly. There's a lot of complaints about the colors that some of my closest personal friends fly, it's you know some of the cars that I buy personally too. I've heard plenty about them. So you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's just the nature of the beast.
Trust
if it
me,
wasn't that, if it wasn't setup shops back in the day, it was teams.
And that's the thing, right? Like there's races I could go in, and just because of what's on my car, I already know my fate's sealed, right? Like I'm gonna get raced differently, and you just kind of gotta accept it, which sucks, but it's just part of it.
Well, that is also because you wrecked the hell out of all your teammates there, Roger.
I wrecked my. Okay, we're okay. Yep. Nope, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Calm. We're good. Edstrom, back to you. What do you got to say?
For the first time in my life, I'm speechless.
Of course you are.
It's happened a few times.
Who do you got right now? 100% grade A beef. 100. Yeah, I
Who do I think's gonna win this race?
Yeah, right now.
I'm sticking with my 2 in the
one
pink,
too.
1 in the
I have
dink.
one.
I'm sticking with Trent Dink.
I'm going with your favorite teammate up here at the front, Tommy Gossett. I think he's going to take that qualifying set to victory lane.
Guys, I'm gonna throw one way out of left field here. God, Dressler. He's been really aggressive and pretty smart with his moves.
The Conti car's been good.
Yeah. I mean, honestly I got Dressler.
And the green flag is out. We are back underway. Jonathan Evans leading to the start-finish line here. Another great jump for the 26 Toyota Camry. What's he going to do with it? Going to take it up to the top here. Going to try and pick up Tommy Gossett. Trying to control both lanes, really, here through 1 and 2. Gossett getting to the back bumper. Does he stay in line? Somebody take a Polaroid. Tommy Gossett stayed with the leader for the first time tonight.
I'll get him to sign it. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
What in the world is going on? Did Baloo find the fence, and then 2 cars went skidding down to the inside, trying to avoid it. Back to the front.
They stayed in tandem.
Move to the bottom, and here comes Tommy Gossett. He's going to cover that off. The 45 trying to take the race lead away. He's going to be able to easily take it as Dressler gets to the back bumper of Evans, but Olsen and Gossett both just about clear. Olsen couldn't quite get it done as Evans.
Gossett, huge block here in the tri-oval. Gossett covers the top lane last second, getting the nose on the 26 machine of Jonathan Evans. 3-car tango up at the top of the track now, trying to hang out the 26 machine. It's going to be the 51 of Dressler, and it's going to work as he comes down to the bottom. Tommy Gossett comes down to cover through 1 and 2.
Yeah, but I don't know if you saw that or not. Tommy is arcing and sparking really bad in the rear on corner exit. Dressler really couldn't get the push, which lets the middle line kind of surge ahead. The 26 has no choice now to push Tommy with that late block. Ooh, it's getting sketchy, guys.
Before the words leave your mouth, Tommy Gossett has changed the lane again. The question is, what's he going to change more this week? Lanes or car number? Tommy Gossett leading through 3 and 4. Stuff it could be car number, but Evans all over to the back bumper here through the tri-oval. And a huge breakaway for the middle lane right now. 4, 5, 6 cars deep ahead of the bottom. And another block at the front for Gossett. Oh, and 3 wide.
3 wide. I want you to know, Kenny Reel and Sean have been moving through the field. And here they go. Sean's going to push him. Don't push him through the 87. That top line's going to surge.
Look at this right now. Causey working his way back up to 3rd after the loss of position early. But here comes the outside lane now. The 87 machine of Timothy Rainey Lewis getting a great shove from Kenny Reel through 3 and 4. Up to the back bumper. Here comes Pettis with the block.
Good time block there. He
Gossett
kinda
taking
went up
air off a
early.
lap car. A late block there. It's going to shove Pettis out of line. Now Pettis going to get covered by the 88 of Causey. And now Rady Lewis is going to hang him out. It's going to be 4 wide. Both cars get hung out.
Oh my goodness, 4 wide for the race lead at the stripe. They're catching a couple lap cars who had to serve penalties, including Trent Dinkle and Daniel Nanny. They had to come down because of that restart on the last time by. But now, Causey lined up with his teammate Keegan Sabilo on the outside. It's Tommy Gossett and Kenny Reel down the back straightaway.
Trent Dinkle losing a lap here to the field. That's the cars you see on the bottom. Outside lane with Sergio. Tommy Gossett still getting help from Kenny Reel. When does Kenny step out? Because you know he's not going to stay here for long.
I don't think it's Kenny. I think it's going to be Sean making the move. Blue, though. Blue makes the move. Does Sean go down below? Not going to be cleared. Blue got to the inside of Conklin.
Did you say below?
Yeah, I mean.
And down to the bottom, here comes Gossett trying to cover the inside line. A little bit of contact there. Kenny Reel gets into the door. Kenny Blue in the tri-oval.
Down into turn number 1, Baloo all over the back bumper of Tommy Gossett. The inside line edging up the racetrack ever so slightly. Here comes Baloo to the outside of Tommy Gossett. He's going to get to the right rear. He's going to side suck him back, but the inside line's coming to give Gossett some help. Causey all over the back bumper of Tommy. And here comes Baloo back down the racetrack, getting a bump from Kenny Reel, who's getting a bump from Sean Conklin. And here comes the outside line. 4 cars lined up, all giving each other a push down to turn 3.
Kenny Blue leading down into turn 3 in the 26 machine up to the top of the track. Not going to be able to do much here, though. They're not side drafting well enough. Here comes the inside lane with a surge. Causey locking bumpers with Tommy Gossett. Keegan Sabilo making it a 3-peat here on the inside. And through the tri-oval, it's going to be Gossett by a wide margin here at the stripe.
Yeah, the inside's kind of formed up right where they need to go. Outside's going. Causey shoots to the outside, gets to the right side of Tommy Gossett's car. Keegan now has to push Tommy with Baloo pushing Causey. Causey's fast. I really like this position he put himself in. Can they surge past him, though, down the backstretch?
Causey trying to work the outside line. Not working well enough right now, though. Here comes Kenny Reel getting to the back bumper. The 26 of Baloo going to push him down the Alabama gang super stretch into 3. Ahead by just a nose, but here comes Gossett with a solo car surge on the bottom.
Causey, though, has a little bit more help. Baloo all over the back bumper of that 88 as they come out of turn number 4, and that outside line is going to surge. Causey, Baloo, both clear. Kenny Reel trying to make it 3 cars clear on the outside. Doesn't have the help from Sean Conklin, but here comes Baloo on
he's
the
hung
outside.
out.
Baloo goes to the outside, tries to get the race lead away, but Kenny Reel, he sticks with the 88 of Joseph Causey as Conklin goes up top to pick up Baloo.
Down to the bottom line, the 88 machine of Causey trying to make something happen. Kenny Reel all over the bumper.
Oh!
Causey off of the nose. A bad push from Gossett. And it sends the 88 around. And that right there, folks, is how quick you can go from 0 to 0 here at Talladega. This is how quick this track can humble you. Causey was sitting there looking at a chance to possibly win tonight. Car backwards into the fence. Heavy damage to the left front. Going to at least have to go down pit road and take a large quantity of repairs on that one.
Yeah, what you're going to see here coming down to turn number 1. Kenny Reel fades down to the bottom. He's offset with Causey, and then he gets a shot from Tommy Gossett, who's getting a shot from Keegan. And, well, it just shoots him right into Joseph Causey as they were offset. In hindsight, I'm sure Causey would wish that he would have came down to cover that bottom line a little bit more and not be offset, but I just don't think that he saw that push coming. And I don't think Kenny thought that he was going to get that big of a hit either. Tommy just... no problem or no fault to Tommy, honestly, because he's getting shoved from Keegan. Just one of those racing deals.
Yeah, I mean,
listen to Talladega.
Exactly right. Talladega racing, the pushing the pusher, right? Like we discussed it earlier. You have to do that here to keep your speed and the runs that happen. Tommy got a shot from Keegan, and Keegan probably got a shot from somebody else. The surges come from out of nowhere, and they come extremely fast. That's why you do need to take every run you can, and Causey just was not there to take the brunt of it, and it happens.
Put it simple here. The O'Reilly car, don't push the pusher. Everybody's going to die. This car, if you don't push the pusher, you're not going anywhere but to the back of the pack. Tommy absolutely had to give that push there to the car in front if they wanted to make the inside lane surge. Keegan had to give the push to Tommy if they wanted to make that inside lane surge. It's just what you have to do. Unfortunately, Causey was probably looked like he was trying to give a little bit of air to the nose of Kenny Reel there through 3 and 4. And once you get a huge shove from behind, you're not ready for it. It's
almost a
every
little
time.
non-committal from Kenny and Causey, right? Kenny wasn't fully committed to going to the bottom to pass Causey. Causey wasn't fully committed to coming to the bottom to block Kenny. and that led to them being offset whenever the hit happened. It was just bad timing.
Well, yeah, Kenny knew that if he went to the bottom, he was probably going to get left out. No one was going to go with him. They've seen how the bottom works. So if they can create a middle lane by this on accident, that's just going to create more of a surge because you're going to have a car in the bottom. So Kenny was like, I can't go to the bottom even though I need to cool. And then Edstrom's like, this run's going to be too big. If I go to the bottom, I'm probably going to get turned. And he got turned anyways. I mean, that's what happens.
You just see Field coming down here on pit road. Probably fuel him up, get the bottom of the car a little bit lower to the track here for a little bit more straight line speed in these closing stages. A couple adjustments being fired as well, and some repairs for guys that were caught in the last incident. Right now up at the front of the pack, the 28 machine, Channing Blue over Sean Conklin, Lucas Mello, Kenny Reel in 4th with James Bomar 5th. 6th place, the 22 machine of Brower with Maudie in 7th. Yuma Yao in 8th. 9th is going to be the 25 machine of Hickson and Dylan Pettis running at the top 10. And when we go green, blink and that'll change, I promise you.
I want you guys to know my car did not get touched in that last incident. We're getting
Roger,
back there.
Roger, it
Because it
seems
was
like
already pulled off. No.
No.
Roger, I have noticed something here tonight.
What?
That car seems to stay pointed straight more when you're up here in the booth with us.
Listen. All right. I have not raced a Friday night in a while. You haven't seen the driving ability that I've been capable of. I chose to be up here in the booth tonight because I didn't want to get wrecked again tonight. But next week we're at Texas, and who knows? You might see me try to race that race because I really like that track.
Oh, we'd love to see you out there, man, because it's always fun seeing what you bring to the table here in these NIS Open and A Open races.
Yeah, and I mean we've discussed it. I'll probably try to do the jump back and forth from the team chat to the booth, you know, and have some fun with it. It's kind of fun when you get to do the jumping back and forth, especially at a track where you have to kind of think a little bit, right? You got to figure out your lines and what your times are to manage your tires under you. It's going to be a good week.
Texas is honestly, you know, it's not a fun track necessarily to watch in real life a lot of times. But it's fun here in iRacing. It's really fun behind the wheel, too, because of how different that place is. 1 and 2, you got to treat it like Nashville Superspeedway, or, you know, almost kind of have to approach it a little bit like a short track, the old flat mile and a half tracks that we had back in the day. You know, before Kansas got the banking, before Homestead got the banking, you got to really just roll on it and wait on it. And then 3 and 4, I mean, you got all the grip in the world. You basically treat it like you're at Atlanta now.
Yeah, I mean, the trucks were there a few months ago, and I did a lot of races in there, and had a lot of fun and learned a couple things to try out with this car package, and I'm just excited for going back now because, like, through the years of NIS, we've kind of realized where the grip is as the race goes on, and with the new dynamic track, I think you're going to see a different Texas. I think you're going to see way more lanes used in 1 and 2, and people being able to figure out the bump in 3 and 4. I mean, I think it's going to be really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. And I do want to say one thing. I've been to one Texas race, and it was a Texas All-Star race where Kyle Busch flipped, or Rush flipped because he hit Kyle Busch.
Blaney lost his window net.
Yeah, I was there for that race, and I can tell you, it looked pretty good, but that hit that Chase Elliott had on the wall was the loudest hit I've ever heard.
Yeah. Probably got to be up there with the one that I saw back in 03 when Nadu hit the fence at Richmond.
Yeah, I bet it was.
It sounded like a fighter jet touchdown in turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
The way that car hit, the skid of the tires, it was brutal. Was so glad to find out that he survived that one, because we all held our breath there for at least 3 or 4 hours after the fact. But either way, pace car making the dive down pit road, field in the hands of Channing Blue and Sean Conklin. This car slowly creep into the tri-oval here, waiting to get into the restart zone. 70 laps on the board out of 94, coming to the stripe to take lap 71. The green flag is waving. We are back underway and Blue with a great launch here through the box.
Yeah, but that outside's starting to get some rhythm to it. They're starting to build. One person I want to shout out, Yuma Yao. You've seen him start appearing in some top split NISs this last year, and I gotta say, it's pretty impressive to see him up here because he hasn't had great results, but the fact that he can figure out this kind of package is promising.
And Yuma putting together a really good run here tonight. Outside lane starting to surge, though. Here comes Conklin with help from the 99 machine of Kenny Reel down the back straightaway into 3.
Conklin, Real, Brower on the outside of the racetrack, all giving each other a huge shove. Baloo, though, on the inside, likely going to get some moves here with Lucas Mello pushing him back off of turn number 4. He can't quite get to the bumper, though, just yet. Mello not able to get the push that I was expecting to the outside line. Going to stay ahead here down the front straightaway. Conklin has plenty of time to determine whether or not he's going to block that inside line when and if they do come. Inching forward ever so slightly. Baloo trying everything he can there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Just hasn't been able to get there, but here comes Conklin.
Conklin
as
to
soon
the bottom.
as Baloo gets there, Conklin with the block down to the bottom. He controls the bottom lane. Real now up top.
Conklin down to the bottom here off of the nose of the 26 machine of Baloo down the back straightaway. Huge surge of momentum for the inside line, but here comes a third car up to the bumper here in the middle. Yuma Yao up to the back of the 48 machine. The 48 machine diving out, though. The EPI car going to the back of the field here. Not sure why, but that's going to...
Tommy Gossett just got turned down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Multiple cars poured into the outside wall, and the yellow flag is going to fly once again. Johnny Dressler, Nick Holzlander, Daniel Nanny, all involved in 3 and 4 as Gossett got turned after he had to check it up there with the one car that he was coming up on the outside groove. He just happened to come around. That might have been the qualifying set getting to him.
I think that got...
Dressler's not happy.
I think that got a majority of the Ryko cars there, too. I mean, not the Ryko, but the Team Conti cars there.
Yeah, Dressler's not happy. Jonathan Evans is taking full blame for this incident, saying that he pushed Tommy through. And Dressler's just saying, like, why did we lift? Why are we running this person over at 100 mile an hour faster? And that's just kind of what, like, Tommy's being pushed. That guy behind him can't see it. They're trying to build a run. This is what happens.
Get a look on board at the pushing car here. Because I guarantee you he did not even see the 48.
Yeah, that was a big hit. Tommy had to lift. And I bet you Tommy did lift a little bit because he knows he'll get front nose damage if he hits Bauer any harder. Yes.
Yes. Right on board with Evans here, and this is going to be what he sees coming into this wreck. And
yeah, he has no idea. Bauer, right there. That's where he sees Bauer for the first time.
And by then, it's so far late, he can't even do anything to react. That's that's what Junior complained about back in the day. The huge ass spoiler. You can't see the car in front of you, which is what a lot of these guys, relied on for so many years here at the Superspeedways. If you don't have a spotter on the box here for these plate tracks, you can find yourself in a mess that you weren't expecting.
I mean, a lot of team communication here, right? Like, hey, if a car pulls out in front of you, let me know, right? If we're catching up, let me know. Because if you're the lead car, you are the eyes. I'm pushing you, so I'm the motor, right? I determine how fast we're going. But if a car moves up in front of you and you don't say anything and you run them over, that's on you. You have to say something.
Trent Dinkle going to be the lucky dog on this one. So after having that black flag from the restart mishap that we saw earlier whenever it was mostly single file, he served that penalty, went on the lap down, finally got that lucky dog. So Trent Dinkle going to be back in this thing with a perfectly clean car, it looks like.
What's his name, Austin?
2 in the pink, 1 in the dank, baby. He's going to come through this field. He's going to put it in the dank, I can tell you right now.
Guys, I have some unfortunate news.
What's the unfortunate news there, Roger?
The 27 machine, his sim has crashed. And he is off track.
No, not the Pierce mobile.
Just it's my luck, man. My car never finishes these races.
I mean, never to run a 27 in my life.
We're gonna have a quick moment of silence here for Roger Pierce's hopes of winning as a car owner.
No, we're not. Who cares?
Yeah, no, it's just Roger.
That was funny. Give it to you.
Look, I keep saying it. I know he's in the chat right now, but come on, Roger. How about one of these with Roman up here with us?
Dude, I know. I told him about it. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I love Nick. You know, Nick's one of my really good friends, and he's just. I don't understand. I don't think I can explain to people how good Nick is, right? And this man could not practice or do whatever, and he could just get in a car and be fast. And his knowledge is absurd. Hold on, let's look at this in car with Heinen.
Oh, what a miss!
Wait,
No way.
Yo, how?
Man, you get the solemn award.
Somebody put him in an ARCA car so that he can teach all those people
Man,
how to
listen,
freaking use the
ARCA
brake pedal.
brakes
Good
central.
God, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Dude has aim. Dude has like aimbot on iRacing. That is insane.
This is a great. Okay, doesn't hit Danny again.
Look at
Oh!
That was so close to getting Borborema. And then Gossett. Oh, what a job. What a job. Holy crap.
Let's look here. Let's see if Heinen has somebody on the box, because he's got it, right? There's no way that he saw that coming.
Sometimes the instincts just kind of kick in.
No,
man.
that was.
Yeah. Good on you. Good on you for having those instincts, because like you did
I'm glad he was in the chat to tell us to check it out.
Yeah, like that happens, right?
was
You check out the Grid
insane.
Vision broadcast and chat with us while you race.
That's one of the better record avoidances I've seen at a super speedway. Like the
pretty
discipline that it takes to get on the brakes whenever you don't know for sure that the caution's going to come out, right? Because sometimes they
That
save
is-
it and then you're screwed. But man, he got on the brakes and was on the outside, which is
Yep.
not where you want to be going into the corner whenever they're all wrecking like that coming up, and did everything right. Great job, Heinen. Holy crap.
Get that dude a pack of dude wipes, because that was the cheek clencher of the race right there.
Not the dude wipes.
Watch him come through and win the race after that.
I hope so. If he
honestly,
does,
same. I want him to be rewarded for that.
like that was insane. Yeah, somebody please message Anthony Alfredo and give us a dude wipe sponsorship. Because we'd be using that just about every week.
There's some wrecks where you're grabbing your pants, going check for coins.
You're grabbing
It's
your
just-
pants?
Oh yeah,
God, sure.
yeah. I'll say
knew
it.
that. I
ain't
knew
no
Rock
shit.
Dog was. I knew Rock Dog was like.
I
was
knew I
like
made a
that,
good
bro.
choice.
He's got that dog in him.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Watch out for them clippings there, Hoss. We're about to go green at Talladega.
Nah, we got delayed.
No, we got one more lap, buddy.
We got delayed.
Well, I'll just go back to drinking. Screw you guys.
Screw you guys. I'm
Interesting.
going home.
Oh no, we can't do the.
No, we're not.
We can't
We're
do
not.
it, Sheldon. We can't do it. We can't.
Mr. Krabs.
No, don't do it. If anybody was in the 138
My fellow
yesterday, they know what we're talking about.
Yeah. It's a great day to be at Talladega.
Oh, goodness gracious.
There's one thing you learn if you're ever in a lobby and you see me, Edstrom, and Levine join. Turn on the driver comms, because you're going to hear something you've never heard before.
I
And
promise you.
we're probably going to get in trouble, but it's always fun.
It's a great time, right? There's
I don't know how I haven't
personalities.
gotten protested for voice chat. in
Oh,
this game.
I'm surprised I haven't either, to be honest. I've said some very questionable things to people. And
Yeah.
they just let
Everybody
it go.
that
I think
I have
everybody
raced-
just gets angry. Like, just, they get it.
I do have to say, everybody that I have ever raced with, you know, all of y'all know exactly how I get at a certain point when I've had enough. Thank you so much for not protesting me.
Exactly.
You guys are wonderful.
Yep. Nope.
Amazing. I
100%.
do love the service. I rant and rave about stuff, but honestly, community is actually pretty great when you really get down to it.
And you know what, Jacob Klein, you do you, buddy. You have all the clips in the world. Hold us responsible. Hold us accountable. But understand that we're human.
We got
Right,
one
we
cop
make
on the whole
mistakes.
service.
Yeah,
You know,
we have one cop.
Jacob, I have said some things in lobbies with Jacob Klein, and he's never once protested me.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
He's sometimes.
Now, if
he's,
somebody goes out there and intentionally wrecks somebody or says something that they absolutely should not say, 100%, you're going to get protested for
you
it.
know, there was one race that we were doing, and I swore, and I said, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." He goes, "It's okay," and I think Nick goes, "He's a sailor," and I was like, "Oh man, like." It's like, so swearing's okay? Like,
I wish we could play the peanut clip.
no. All right. Back to
See the way Sean Conklin leading us back into the restart zone now. 54 machine up at the point here. 76 laps on the board. 76 out of 94 laps. The green flag is back out. I almost did some backwards math. But Conklin, great through the gears. Going to come up to cover the middle lane. Get the nose of the 26 machine of Channing Blue as we cross the stripe into one.
What a job there by Sean, kind of timing that where he didn't go up too early, so Baloo knew what he was doing, but still got up early enough so that the hit wasn't too bad. And that outside or that middle line right now is surging. You see them all lined up. Bottom's kind of still getting there. It's going to take them a couple laps to get formed up.
Conklin, Baloo, Bomar, Motti, Hickson, all clear on the outside line, and now finally one of them happens to move down. That's the 37, Jake Motti, wanting to lead that inside groove, but the outside is still surging with Sean Conklin leading.
Ooh.
And look at this, right in front of the machine of Husslander. Or sorry, Brenton Hunt. I need to stop getting them mixed up. I'm going to get yelled at for that later. Right in front of Brenton Hunt, we got Junebug here in the 8.
Keegan split them. Ooh! Keegan's splitting people, guys.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's not happy. Oh, he's not happy.
Look
Keegan
at this
that middle line,
driving
but
down
every
the
line,
door.
He's bottom. I don't know if he can go up much higher than what he was wanting to than the center.
Keegan, go down.
Channing Baloo
Keegan.
almost went to the outside of Conklin.
Woo.
Keegan going to try and tuck back in line here into the middle lane. Gets a bump off the nose of the 37 machine. Here comes the 45 around the top. Chaotic in the mid-pack right now. But up at the front, Sean Conklin with a daring move and late block on the 20 machine through 3 and 4. That was almost calamity. But that opens the door. Here comes Baloo taking a pick on the bottom, but it's not going to be enough on the outside. Conklin holds strong.
What a job by the top line. Bomar had to lift, which means Bauer had to lift, which means Evans had to lift. It was just everybody,
keep
right?
reading down the top line. Keep reading down all the names. See how long this takes.
But hung out to dry as Conklin. Here comes Bomar. EPI teammates working the middle lane together.
They're coming through with Johnny Evans. Johnny went with him there. Able to follow him through. Now Baloo also follows him through. Looks to the outside. Doesn't decide to take it. So Conklin's trying to build another run here on the outside, but he just does not have that line completely lined up. Here comes the Princeton Hunt there in the Team Conti machine coming to the outside, covering off Sean Conklin.
Man.
The inside, though, completely disjointed.
He said, hit me.
Conklin all over the back bumper. Brenton Hunt right now trying to make the top line work. Here comes Kenny Reel sliding up into the middle to give a shove to the back of the 26 machine of Baloo. In front of him is the other 26. That's Jonathan Evans. But the inside lane dominant right now across the stripe. But here comes a huge surge from the top line. Brenton Hunt going to lead into one.
Yeah, we're 3 by 3 here. I mean, this is insane how this is working. This looks like they're doing a good job. It looks like the real product on TV now. The top line, I think, is going to get the surge. Yeah, Brenton Hunt and Sean pulling here down the backstretch. Evans and Baloo and Bomar and
Olsen.
Bauer. Yeah, I mean, this is
Olsen
just...
pokes out there on the bottom. He gives
Olsen.
up a couple spots. He wants to get out of the mess. Princeton Hunt, though, back at the race lead. 15 laps to go. Coming to 14 whenever we hit the stripe.
Oh, Conklin hangs him
down
out.
the inside. He wants that race lead, but he just doesn't have the help right now. He's trying to drag Johnny Evans with him. But no, this 26 is going to jump down, give him a shove. That's Heinen, who just missed that wreck. Going to push Sean Conklin back to the lead just about at the stripe.
Ricky Heinen, a bold move might pay off for him later. Right now, the outside line, the two Team Conti cars lined up. They don't have the third car to help, though. Next car to them is Colby DiCarlo, the Legacy machine, though, cannot close to the bumper right now, trying to build the momentum out of turn 2. He needs a little bit of help from behind. Here comes Channing Baloo to try and cover the top lane as well. But down the back straightaway, the inside with the advantage. Here comes a huge surge from the top as they get stacked up. Now Brenton Hunt leading it into 3 with all the help in the world from Husslander.
Here's my question. Is it too early? Is it too... It's lap 81.
Man, we got 13 laps left. You got to get to the front of the field.
Listen, I get it, right? But some of these moves are wild back here. I mean, they are...
Man, were you watching the first 20 laps of this race?
Roger. Yeah, we've been like this for 81 laps, brother.
No,
what are you talking about?
Yeah, but here's the is it going to get worse?
Yes, of course it's going to get worse.
Take off the beer hat.
The biggest blocks we've ever seen in our entire life to win this Friday night NIS top split. I'm telling you, we're about to see the craziest crap we've ever seen coming out of these last 10 laps.
Dude,
Brenton
there's
Hunt,
3
that
on the
outside
top.
line, Holzlander trying to get to his back bumper to shove him on through, but that top lane is trying to move with just 3 cars, but their momentum stalled down the back.
Yeah, but they were moving. They're moving. They're gonna get there. The checkup on the top's gonna let them happen. Look at that, 4 spots.
Right down the middle lane, trying to hold strong here. Brenton Hunt getting help from the 52 machine of Huslander, but here comes Conklin with a mirror full of Ricky Heinen. Heinen locking bumpers here across the stripe. That lap falls into the hands of Sean Conklin, but by the narrowest of margins down through 1 and 2. Conklin going to get ahead here, though. Now he's got control of both lanes if he wants it. The middle lane going to struggle here. Huslander losing all of his help. Now the 17 machine of Kobe DiCarlo up to the top line with Channing Ballou.
I don't.
Now look at how much Hunt's going to lose here.
Yeah, that sucks for Hunt. I mean, I'd be a little PO'd unless he got hot, which I don't think he did, being the 3rd car. But I mean, it's possible. That was kind of a bad move to make.
Oh, here comes that top lane, though. Johnny Evans, he's going to look to the outside. He's going to bring that middle lane up to him as well. Conklin going to block
blocks
Evans through the tri-oval. That's going to open up the bottom for Ricky Heinen. He just missed that wreck. And now he's side by side for the race lead with Sean Conklin.
And through 1 and 2, down to the bottom lane now with a little bit of an advantage to the 26 machine of Ricky Heinen. But Conklin with a whole bunch of help going to get the surge here down the back straightaway. They break up a little bit, but here comes the momentum. Right back in tow, but the inside line still with the advantage down the center of the Alabama gang super stretch.
Yeah, Jonathan Evans just radioed, I'm hot, which had to make them all check up. They're doing a really good job. Everyone's kind of getting there right now, kind of managing, and you're going to see everybody get linked back up and start pushing here hard down the front stretch.
Yeah, down the front, here comes Sean Conklin. Evans was able to get that motor cleaned off, able to get, oh, here comes Hunt on the outside. He's going to go with his teammate Holzlander, trying to get that 3rd line moving. And here comes Trent Dingle on the outside with him. Evans with the block to the outside, side by side for the race lead. Conklin, Evans down to 1, and Heinen trying to make it 3 at the bottom.
Oh, around!
Evans gets turned from the top lane. There goes Brinson Hunt in front of his Conti teammates. The caution flag flies. Most everybody else saves it. Bruno Bello around. He hangs on to it. And at the end of the day, it's just one spinner down to the inside, and that's the 17.
I mean, that was, they were hitting each other really hard, right? So I'm pretty sure that's what caused that car to get upset. But Omar hit Kenny Reel as hard as I've ever seen someone hit somebody, and then Kenny hit Sean, and they survived. So I really don't know what caused this.
Way up here at the front, I can tell you that.
I think it's just hits going, yeah, it just hits.
You know, it just got the curve of the nose there. Up against the wall, when you're that close to the wall, it gets kind of sketchy pushing.
It does.
You know, the bottom,
one of these replays to kind of get a good idea exactly how that one kicked off.
You run the bottom lane here, you know, locking bumpers, you know,
it just feels easy. Get up in that middle lane, you know, you get a little bit more sketchy. The car gets a little bit lighter on exit.
And you get up to that top line right up against the wall, and
it feels like you're going to die every second you drive around here.
Let's try to get on board of Brinson Hunt. I believe that it all started off of his nose, just a push gone wrong there on the outside of turns 1 and 2. So we're going to try to get an onboard of Brinson Hunt to see exactly what happened here between him and Johnny Evans.
Yeah, I think you're going to see.
He's got off center ever so slightly, and when he got off center, he got a push from behind, and that's all it took.
You were talking about those Chevy noses, right? Brinson's in a Chevy, I believe.
Well, that's
Brinson. No, Brinson is in a Toyota.
Really?
Yes, that is a Toyota.
I didn't think he was offset enough to turn him.
Hustlander's in a Chevy though, and watch Hustlander get up to the back bumper here, and it throws a little bit, and they just get together, and it was misaligned ever so slightly, but still, even with the Toyota, if you get the curvature of that bumper, when that car is under heavy load like it is in 1 and 2 up there against the fence, it's gonna snap the thing around. Because when you go up to the outside line here at Talladega, you're absolutely on the limit of how much these cars can take, and we know how fickle. I made up like 4 or 5 different words there.
Icky,
tricky and fickle. But you know how fickle these cup cars are when it comes to saving. Just one slight move, they'll de-wedge it. It's going to snap it around.
Well, yeah, there's bumps up there, right? Like it's not as smooth as it is down below. So we talked about it, right? Bomar hit Real, which hit Sean, and as you saw, every hit the cars moved up, right? And it's just the consequences of this type of racing, and you know that going into it though. Like if I want to win, I have to be pushed hard. I have to push hard. You have to be that aggressive. Colby.
Jackson in the chat saying he's leading the second split, but he's about to get sent in the catch fence. Well, Colby, I think most people on the service would like to see you in the catch fence.
Colby, bring back 2025.
Oh,
Send them.
I'm sorry, Colby. I didn't mean to laugh at that hard, but you know, you know. No, Colby's getting better. There was one point in time where if I saw Colby, I would put him in the catch fence myself. But that's over. I've seen the kid improve. He's been doing pretty good.
Hey, we all started somewhere, right?
Exactly. Like, getting run over every week. It's just kind
And
of.
look, the kids that come on here and they're just naturally fast just don't have any racecraft at the beginning. They don't have to learn how to be fast. They have to learn how to have racecraft. Some people are just a little different.
Listen,
Colby's coming off of 2 RTP wins in a row. Won B Open last week against some guy named Roman.
Yeah.
Has won quite a few A Opens, and he's won a C Open today too. I think so. He's getting it, man.
He is way better. I mean, we've discussed it. We've talked about it. His racecraft has definitely increased. But I'm going to tell you about one person, and I don't know if he watches this or not, but I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to A Open or not, but there's a new kid on the block who's got a lot of speed. He just has to learn some racecraft. Ryzen Baker.
Yeah, Ryzen Baker's pretty good. I saw flashes of brilliance with him last year. That kid's going to be good when he's all figured
I haven't
out.
seen him since this year, right? But the races that I've been with him, you can see the speed. He just doesn't have the control. And he's going to be one of those ones that you're going to watch. He's going to get someone to take him under his wing, and he's going to be really good.
Dressler mentioning unlucky night. Dude, every race that I've either watched or been in with Dressler this week, he has gotten absolutely railroaded by something out of his control. I mean, goodness gracious, that poor man.
Wow.
Aside from that damn B Open I was in with them, where all the Conti cars lined up on the outside, none of us could do crap all race.
I mean, listen.
Thanks for that, Dressler.
I was in an incident with Dressler this week, and I apologize. Right, some things just happen here, and that's why I stopped racing. I got wrecked a lot, and you just kind of just over it after so many times. You try. The package is so fun, but you just kind of get tired of getting wrecked.
Things happening outside of your control, but you sign up for the Superspeedways knowing it could happen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but you sign up for Talladega. I wish that we would have a separite license class for Superspeedways or something to make it.
I'm at
more
1.3 right now.
Yeah, and my safety ratings hurt.
And each one of those is from somebody getting hooked on my outside into my right side.
Yeah,
it's been fun.
Ryzen down there, they're talking about working with him and been working with him on his racecraft. So I bet you next time on track it'll be a little bit different with Ryzen.
Dude, I mean, yeah, listen, the kid's got a bunch of speed, and I've complimented him a few times, and I think he's going to be one of those ones that you got to watch. In the next few years, he's going to be something of a top split.
I mean, there are kids that come through every now and again that you're just like, oh my goodness. Sean Conklin being one of them. What was he just got a truck ride? I can't remember his name. Donnie.
Strauss.
Yeah, Donovan Strauss. I mean, there's just kids that come up and they're just dumb fast. They just got to learn the racecraft. But a lot of these guys have, like Gossett, or not Gossett, excuse me, Conklin. That's why he wins all these races.
Shade thrown, but the green flag is back out. We are back underway. Kenny Real with the lead on the bottom. Good clean start for him. Conklin and him neck and neck down into 1 and 2. The outside lane with the surge, though. The 8 machine locking bumpers here for the 26 of Ricky Heinen. Conklin ahead by barely a nose here through 2.
Listen, those guys, those top 8 cars were locked down. That was impressive. No one moved. There wasn't a wiggle. That's how you do a restart at Talladega. And now here's the issue. They're going to be hotter because they got together faster. So you're not going to be able to stick together for a lap.
Does that open the door for that outside line? If they get a couple more cars, these guys heating up their engines a little bit too much at the front of the field. Could that third line form? A fourth car jumps up with them, now a fifth. So let's see if that outside line can eventually make some momentum. But coming to 5 laps to go, it's Sean Conklin in control with Ricky Heinen on his back bumper in second with the inside line. Kenny Reel, James Bomar trying to make the inside work as we come down to 1.
Here's a good question. When are they going to step out? When are they going to try and hang Conklin out to dry? This week, kind of that open week for anybody to bring home the hardware. Conklin dives down to the bottom, though, takes the run from the 99 machine of Kenny Reel down the back, straight away the precision. Camry locking bumpers with the Ryko machine. Tries to go to the top. Conklin throws a block. Now Bomar down to the inside. His 2 cars on the outside. And here comes a huge shove from Heinen to the back of Conklin into 3.
Listen, there's a lot to unpack there, right? I'm pretty sure they're tired of Sean leading, and they're going to do everything they can, because if the middle line does what they need to do here with pinching, that bottom line is not going to be able to surge. I don't think fast enough with the laps left.
Later comes a couple people poking out from the bottom. Oh! One car gets turned down into turn number 1. Multiple cars now wrecking as we go into the corner. A couple spinners. 82 involved. 21 still wrecking down into turn 1. As we're going to have a green light checkered here.
That's a rough break for Mike Bruno. Was running all right tonight. Had a clean race. Gets hooked with just 4 laps to go.
Hey, look, my car's back.
Hey, there you go.
And Bruno was going up to the top to follow the run of a couple cars in front of him. Randy Lewis made it 3 wide through the middle. Didn't give him quite enough room. Maybe he was expecting Bruno to go a little bit higher up the racetrack. Couldn't quite tell, but ended up being between the 87 and the 82 here down the front straightaway.
I really thought that was going to start with Dinkel further up. That looked like more contact up there. That's kind of insane. Yeah, and Rainey's been around this top split this past year, right? And we're all kind of getting used to him, but he's aggressive, but he's got speed, right? And I think you're seeing him get better and better every week. These plate tracks are just so hard to kind of figure out by yourself.
Oh my! Oh, look at an onboard of Joseph Kazi on that one if you can.
Ooh.
This is a heartbreaker for the 88.
That's one.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe what I'm just seeing. I can't wait to see this replay.
Yeah, I mean, that looks like it started up with Dinkel, but I don't think it. I think it just had a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Just people moving around trying to find different lanes, and 2 guys a little bit too close here on board with Joseph Kazi and the number 88 at the back of the pack after having to fix some damage. Comes through here, they start wrecking in front of him. He sees it happening, splits to the middle, does a great job getting through here. Great job, and you're dead.
I don't think he's as dead. I don't know if that's more than 30 seconds of damage, to be completely honest with you.
I don't know. That's square in the nose. That could be a hurt engine.
Yeah, we just watched Kazi get clothesline there, Roger.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna be good.
If they all wreck again, yeah, I'll probably be all right. But I think that one's hurt. Trust me, I had a car here, I think Tuesday night. Entire body looked incredible. Not a single issue with the car, like physically. Engine damage and toe link damage. We couldn't catch a draft. It was just a big old meatball on wheels.
Well, to play devil's advocate, what was it, Wednesday night NIS, I did a kickflip into the catch fence, had 12 minutes of damage, repaired it down to 10, and then I was able to hang on to the draft as long as I had somebody behind me, and would have gotten a top 10 through the mess, but I hit the second apron and bottomed out and wrecked myself. So
what you should have done, you should have done the Johan Seminario wall ride.
There were people wrecking in front of me, and if I got another 4X, I would have been disqualified. So I had to hope and pray I didn't hit anybody going through.
You should have put all 4 on the catch fence and just Lightning McQueen's your way around the track. That's what I'm saying.
I was at 16X when that
Herbie
wreck happened that ended my night. It was kind of a blessing. But
I had that happen to me this week with Jake Miller. He was trying to push me with 2 to go, and got a little overzealous with the push, and it gave me the penalty flag.
I gotta tell you, right? Seeing my car on screen and not me driving it, it's pretty yellow. I'm not really. I don't know. Might have to change that. Might have to.
It's a big old booger you drive.
No, boogers aren't yellow.
I didn't realize Pettis was able to get back in here, and he's already back on the lead lap too.
Yeah, that's kind of. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, it's 2 laps. We can get it done. Listen, I went from 18th to 5th the other night. It's possible. You just gotta let him wreck. Sadly, Levine wasn't in that race though, so I couldn't screenshot my better position than him.
I have to say before we kick this thing off to go green here for this first green white checkered, what a great night of racing we've had here from Talladega. This has been full throttle chaos since they dropped the green flag, and I can tell you I already know exactly how this thing is going to end up. Can't tell you it's going to end up where, but I can tell you somebody's probably going to end up on their roof sliding through the grass here in the tri-oval.
Keegan.
Keegan's going to be the one flipped.
Keegan blows over. Yep.
Who do you have blown over? Austin?
I think it's going to be Conklin. Somebody's going to turn him from the lead. The pushes that he's been getting, and I know he's going to throw a mean block or two here in these last couple of laps. I think it might be that 54.
I agree with you, but I think Keegan's gonna go 3 wide. And that's
Oh,
just
I
gonna
agree with
turn
that.
him. Yeah, that's just gonna turn him.
We've been getting in his head a little bit too much, telling him he needs to be more aggressive.
I
He might get a little over aggressive.
I see JR. I see JR or Bo. Right, whoever gets the run. How this works? Bomar, JR, and Dinkle are all 3 people I could see shooting up to the top with him. They see like an opportunity to go with him, and it's gonna be a bad hit.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
We do this way
And
too much.
turns out you were right about Kazi. He's almost got the whole thing fixed. If he got another caution, I think he can fix the rest
Yeah,
of it.
it didn't look It looked bad, but it didn't look horrible.
If it was the Gen 6 or the B car, he's dead.
Yeah.
Gen 7,
B
I think
car,
these things are tanks.
B car. He's got both wheels in his lap through the firewall and the hood flapping in his throat.
Oh,
Also, we are not going green. Somebody.
who did it?
I think it was your car, Roger.
Oh no, I don't know him.
Dylan Pettis.
Pettis. Look at him shift it.
Still.
Look at him grab that shifter.
What?
What
He
happened?
never stopped, did he?
Yeah, he was EOL'd. He stopped it on the apron there.
I'm watching him. He got down to 25 miles an hour. That was the slowest he went.
No, I always don't consider that stopping, though.
Oh, come on.
So, Roger, your car gets back on the screen here.
I don't know who's in that car anymore.
That's the only car that slowed down there all the way through the field. The rest of them were full throttle, buddy.
I plead the 5th. Sponsors, we apologize. We will talk to that driver after the race and make sure that he is thoroughly punished.
What kind of punishment are we talking?
Oh, with Pettis? Non-PG.
That's a bad look for Gossett Bus Lines LLC, Randy Bell Construction, and Best Tire.
Stop.
Or sorry, Best One Tire Service.
Stop right now.
What? I'm reading your sponsors, man.
That's funny. I know.
You can't forget Napa Auto Parts. You got that Napa know-how.
Know how to stop on the racetrack to extend the yellow flag.
Which also, last thing Conklin probably wants to see, because I imagine these guys are more or less on fumes here up at the front.
A lot of these guys ended up topping off, but some of these guys, I don't know. We've had enough caution. I feel like you've probably saved enough gas under these
Yeah,
yellows.
but green, white checkers, though, man. Green, white checkers.
If we get to 3, maybe. I
overtime.
think they've probably got enough.
For the person
Well, we
that
might
caused
get
the
to
delay,
3. It's
he's making jokes in the chat, which is absurd.
do it again. See them all run out.
Oh my goodness.
Could you imagine?
I'll protest him at this point.
There was one race I was in where there was like 4 waved green flag laps.
Oh,
Those are never fun at the Super
It was
I would have.
yeah, it was bad. It was
would've-
Michigan.
I would have left.
It was
No,
Michigan.
not Michigan. Oh,
Yep. Thankfully, it wasn't Pocono. If it was
Balu
Pocono,
saying-
I would have just walked away from my PC and called it.
Balu's saying he's good on gas. I think most of these guys, even if they haven't stopped in 35 laps.
no, I mean
We're
bet I'm
trying
gonna
to
pace
build
that.
drama here, folks.
No,
Come on.
we got enough drama. We got enough drama just on the racetrack. We don't need the
No,
fuel
we need
saving
it all. Keegan needs to be freaking having an attack behind the wheel right now. But
Keegan's
either way,
having a
cars
panic
lining up
attack,
here
Yeah.
into the restart zone. Sean Conklin at the bottom. A green flag is out. The 54 machine is up and away up to the outside line to pick up his Ryko teammate of Ricky Heinen here at the start-finish line.
What am I gonna say here? Who's gonna move up with Keegan? Does JR do it? He's got a line. Does he do it? Ah, come on, JR. No. Not yet. There it is. See? Sorry.
I know that I would want to be in that outside line here with 2 laps to go on the first green, white checkered. One car ducking to the outside, trying to get the third lane moving, but nobody is going to duck out with
Huge
that
shove.
Napa know-how machine in the middle lane. Sean Conklin getting the shove from Ricky Heinen, getting the shove from Channing Balu, getting the shove from Lucas Mello, but here comes that inside line. Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the inside trying to make it another win at Talladega.
Using lessons learned from his father here to try and get to the bottom to get to the lead in the closing laps at Talladega. The 8 machine. Oh, wait, that's not Junior. That's Jake Hickson. Great run on the inside lane. A lot of help from Kenny Reel. We've seen how good Kenny has been at pushing here tonight. Pushed Conklin to the lead multiple times. White flag in the air. This is the last lap here at Dega.
Yeah, did you see Heinen and Sean working really well together? Balu's pushing him really hard. Don't get him offset here. Push strong. I don't know if
Oh,
Sean's gonna
wiggle.
block the bottom or not. They're not. He's gonna keep pushing. Someone's gonna blow
Conklin
up here.
stays with Heinen on the outside. What does Ricky Heinen do? The outside line is surging, coming down towards turn 3.
Oh,
Channing Balu
they're trying to
looking
wreck
the
here.
inside. He's going to take that inside line. He wants the momentum coming up. Channing Balu leading the inside. Conklin down to block. Coming through 3 and 4. Who's it going to be?
Oh, big wiggle for the 26 machine. Heinen almost goes around now off the nose of Keegan Sabilo. Heavy contact through 3 and 4 to the tri-oval. It's a mad dash 3 wide all the way down to the apron. The 8 machine across the line. Heavy contact through the restart zone. Here comes Kenny Rose sneaking into the picture across the stripe, though. It's going to be Hickson. The 8 machine does it here at Dega.
It was a
And the
tie.
big one happens behind him.
I
Dead
don't
heat
know.
between Hickson and Balu.
That was insane. Wow.
Oh, not quite lessons learned from his father, but definitely lessons learned from Dale Jr., the Budweiser machine, victorious at Dega. I mean, what feels better than that?
There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot to unpack there. That was some insane racing.
Holy crap, what a great night. What was it? Did we have 3 or was it 4 cautions tonight?
Something short. I mean, it wasn't a lot.
It was-
It was
We had more than
insane.
that, but
Here we go. Do you think it was
It
more than
didn't
that?
feel like that.
That was way too fast.
That
What
was
happened?
incredible.
What happened? Wait a minute. That was way too fast on the replay. I have no idea.
Yeah, what was that? I didn't know they broke the sound barrier here tonight.
Oh, okay. It's like-
We see Austin
Dead heat.
Derbyshire has
I mean, they
taken
tied.
control from Karen Derbyshire on the production table. Just give us a moment here, guys. And here it is at the start-finish line. Oh my God! Oh, Tommy Gossett made it to the last lap without spinning.
And I gotta also point out, I typically hate the yellow line moves, like coming down there. I know it's legal on iRacing. I typically hate it, but going back and watching it through the tri-oval, Hickson did get forced under by Channing. He was to the left rear, and I think Sean was maybe coming down on Channing. But at the beginning of it, the 8 only went down below because he got forced down there. So I'm not gonna pick on Hickson too bad for that.
And Channing did everything he could aside from wreck both cars around him to get the win. A little bit of door banging back and forth, aggressive coming to the line at Talladega. I mean, you love to see it. This top 3 coming across straight here at the end of what felt like 500 miles, even though it's not. Incredible. And look at the margin to victory. Next to nothing here.
Our end, we have it at 0.006 of a second. iRacing has it at a dead heat, a tie between the top 2.
Yeah.
That's
was
insane.
that was absolutely nuts. That, like, we're talking 10 thousandths in that range, as the 8 machine has blown up after an impressive burnout here on the start finish line, and now just gonna coast the thing around here, and the slowest victory lap we've ever seen. And here is the final lap, and you see the 8 machine got down to the bottom just before the tri-oval here. Down through 1 and 2. Lots of help here from Kenny Reel. And I got to say, Kenny Reel is the one that won this race for that 8 car, because Kenny Reel probably was the best pushing car here all night long. I mean, how many times did we see him push somebody to the lead? And here to come take the checkered flag, it just seems right that he's going to do it. And Channing Blue, a great smart move down at the bottom here through 3 and 4. Conklin comes down to cover it. And right here, Conklin's probably thinking, man, I got this thing in the bag. I got a teammate up on my outside. Outside starts to get a little crazy. They start to duck under him. He has to go up the top, try and cover Blue. Then the 8 machine just slides right out to the bottom here, gets forced under the yellow line, through the restart zone, and through to the checkered flag. I don't think I've seen a better Talladega race in my life on iRacing.
I mean, that was really good. I mean, listen, I could tell you Sean wasn't thinking he had this thing won, because when that wreck happened, he realized all his help was going to be a little bit farther away. And Baloo made the great move right there by trying to split Sean, right? Like, that's what you kind of have to do to set yourself up there coming out of 4.
Just unfortunate for Baloo that Hickson had gotten to his left rear right before the tri-oval, which let Hickson cut the tri-oval because Baloo had to come down because Sean was coming down. So honestly, about as clean of a finish between the top 3 as you could hope for, with the way that they were offset coming through the tri-oval.
Just an absolute masterpiece of a race here at Talladega, and just start to finish. I can't think of a lap that wasn't edge of our seat on. I bet you guys. But we're gonna take a quick look here at the results, and coming home with the big win tonight, going to be the 25 machine Jake Hickson, up 27 spots to finish P1 over Channing Blue in second place. Sean Conklin comes home P3 with Kenny Reel in fourth. Fifth place going to the 26 machine of Ricky Heinen, with James Bomar coming home sixth. Seventh going to be Eduardo Oliveira with Tommy Gossett on a qualifying setup coming home in eighth. Ninth place goes to Keegan Sabila with Nick Messenger coming home 10th. And the Sheldon Super Duper Fast Guy of the Race award goes to the 17 machine of Joey Israelson. And Roger, give us the next time, buddy.
Yeah, then 11th is going to be Nick Olson. With him beside him was going to be Nick Holslander in 12th. 13th will be Lucas Mello with Yuma Yao in 14th. 15th, Kyle Manager with Brenton Hunt in 16th. 17th, Zach Range. Kind of a quiet night for him. We didn't really talk about him, with Indy Casey in 18th. 19th is going to be Jonathan Evans with Mike T. Bruno in 20th.
21st was Tanner Love. 22nd, Jacob Brower. 23rd, J.R. Borborema. 24th, Jake Motti. 25th, Timothy Rainey Lewis. 26th, Joseph Kazi. 27th was Trent Dinkle with Daniel Naney in 28th. Dylan Pedersen 29th, and Aaron Langley in 30th.
Coming home 31st tonight is going to be the 35 machine of Michael Abrams with Kobe DiCarlo in 32nd. 33rd going to Johnny Dressler with Connor Wallaback coming home 34th. 35th place going to Joey Israelson with Zach Raker and Justin Campbell running out the 37 car field. And boys, it was chaotic. It was 3 wide, bumper to bumper action from the drop of the green flag to the checkered flag. I mean, how'd y'all feel about this evening?
I loved it. I loved everything about it. I mean, this package and what iRacing has done to these cars has fixed a lot of the issues at the plate tracks, right? And I think the people with the knowledge and the skills are going to come back, and you're going to see this racing change again. And I can't wait to see it, especially in the Coke Series races, or like all the top split races we see moving forward. If they keep what they have, you're going to see the best product on the service, hands down.
The only thing I'm not happy about is that I wasn't in the race, honestly, after watching it. I mean, what a ridiculously fun race to call. I'm sure it would have been incredible to be in. And, I mean, ending it off basically with a tie between Jake Hickson and Channing Ballou. I mean, what a job from all the drivers here tonight, minimizing the yellow flags all night long, and then having that unbelievable finish between Hickson, Ballou, and Conklin coming to the line. I mean, you just cannot ask for much more whenever you come and race at a Superspeedway on iRacing.
Absolute. Incredible race, but we do have time for one interview here. We're going to pull up our second place finisher here, Channing Ballou. And Channing, after looking like you had the opportunity to get the job done here in the tri-oval, how's it feel to come home second in the closest finish that we've ever seen here on Grid Vision?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was a really great race from start to finish, honestly. It was clean early, and I mean, it was aggressive, but it was a good aggressive. I mean, I had fun. That was one of the better Talladegas I've been a part of.
So, next question, man. How mentally exhausted are you after spending 90 plus laps here at Talladega, 3 wide, door to door, bouncing off each other, slamming, trying to manage temps? It was a lot for you guys to deal with behind the wheel. How you feeling after that? Because that looked pretty grueling to me.
Yeah, I mean, sort of wore out, but I could go 94 again if we wanted to go 188.
After a runner-up position here tonight at Dega, how you feeling about your chances next week when we go up to Texas?
Texas is a really good track with this car and the package that we have right now. It's going to be multi-groove with the dynamic track. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun.
Absolutely. Well, since it does look like we only have one person up here for interview here tonight, anybody else got any questions for our P2 finisher?
Channing, what setup were you on tonight?
Ryko.
I did not. Okay. There you go. All right.
We got the pole for it, and P2. I mean, I tried to put that car up front all night, help Sean and y'all other guys when I was around you as much as I could, because I just felt like y'all had the numbers, you know.
How weird was it seeing my car and me not driving it?
I looked up and I was like, this isn't making any sense, but it was cool. I think that's so badass, honestly, you know.
I was confused during qualifying when I saw Pettis in there. I was like, oh, this is what we're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Our producer just said probably felt safer for those at home.
Yeah.
Well, Channing, congratulations on the second place finish here tonight. Who do you want to thank and shout out for this runner performance?
I just want to thank you guys. I think you're doing a great job for NiS and Top Split. I enjoy, like, when I don't run, watching you guys. I mean, this is awesome to do.
Channing, going to be looking forward to seeing what you're capable of next week at Texas. Always fun to see that gray ghost out there running fast on track, and you've had a good stretch of weeks here in weeks past. So good luck with all that next week, and I'm going to hand it on over to whoever wants to interview our third place finisher, Sean Conklin.
See you guys.
See you, mate.
Roger?
I knew it.
I know you
knew it. Hey, Sean Conklin. You got me.
I got you.
Of course you do. Hey, buddy. Great job tonight.
Hey.
I'm glad that you woke up and you decided that you were going to race.
Where's the damn question here?
I didn't have a question yet. I'm leading up to it.
Hurry up.
Wow.
We can get Estrom to do it.
How does
We
it
need
feel to
extra.
lose the lead coming out of turn 4, coming to the line of
Oh,
finish?
man, it feels terrible, man. I suck. I'm terrible. I should have blocked down to the bottom there, and I probably would have won the race. But you know, man, it's just got away. It's unfortunate. You know, them gosh dang super speedways. Me and Ricky were working good there, and then just everybody came up with a run out of nowhere, and couldn't defend all the lanes at once. So yeah, got away from us there, and unfortunately, I'm having to speak to Roger after this one.
So my question right now is, are you mocking Edstrom on his return to the booth? Because I have never heard this accent out of you, Sean.
Oh, he did this. So
Are
he
you
did-
doing?
Talking about.
Are you doing his Alabama? Scream Roll Tide right now. You won't.
Roll Tide?
Roll
Oh,
Tide,
boy.
baby. I love it.
Oh no! What did you just do? No!
Edstrom has this effect on people.
Oh, I have to
It's-
work
it's-
with you, dude. And you
it's
just
the-
roll tided.
Roll
It is-
Tide. I went to school down there, buddy. What the hell you
And
think?
I'm an
Come
Ohio
on.
State fan. I don't.
Yeah, well, screw you.
know.
I hate Ohio State.
Exactly. I don't like Alabama.
Well, we're no friend. We're not friends anymore. I won't be here next week. Confirmed.
You'll be on track record of next week, so I
Yep.
think we'll have either be on
Yep.
next week in Texas.
Well, let me really kick in the Southern draw then here for Sean on the next question. Yeah, Sean, was it just coming down to the fact that you just lost all your teammates there? Like, y'all were doing so good at the front of this field, but then all of a sudden, just one Ryko car after another Ryko car getting shucked to the back, getting some damage, and all of a sudden, you just ain't got any buddies up there. Was that all it was?
God dang, I don't think I lost my teammates. I think I lost my god dang talent, man, coming over the 4-man. Just like I said earlier, man. Just coming off of the 4-man. I just didn't block the bottom when I went to the top lane because no one was on the top lane, and I didn't go back to the bottom when everyone was on the bottom lane. So, you know, Man, I just lost all my talent. I hope I can go out in these cornfields and go find it, but until then, my talent is lost.
Well,
Well,
Sean,
Sean,
I got to
gotta-
tell you, down in Alabama,
well, hang
we
on,
ain't got very
hang
many
on.
cornfields, but I would like to know who you got to thank after this one, and if Nick Saban ain't one of them, then I don't want to hear it.
Austin, you
He
ran right
doesn't know
over me
who
there,
Nick
bud.
Saban is. He doesn't.
Sean,
Oh, no.
I got one question I got to ask you. How you feeling about
Yeah,
your
go ahead.
chances next week at Texas?
Texas Motor Speedway is really a technical racetrack, and it's one of my favorite racetracks, and it's in my hometown, as you can tell by my accent. And yeah, I can't wait to go there, and hopefully win the race, and hopefully get in the
All right,
victory
Sean,
lane
friends and
them guns
families and
off.
sponsors that you'd like to thank for this race.
Make it sound like
Nick
Ward.
Saban.
That was incredibly rude. You talking over me right
I
up
gotta
there.
put us back on track.
That was
I have to.
absolutely unacceptable. I'm
Well-
gonna have you fired. I don't want to thank Ryko Performance for this very stable setup. Gossip Bus Lines, Best One Tire, Randy Bell Construction, the best construction, and yeah, that's about it.
What about your spotter?
The conky donkey, baby.
No, screw my spotter, Rick Roger Pierce. That's right. You heard me.
That's what.
We're going to have a
that's what
throwdown
Wa-
between the conky donkey and the Rog Dog in the booth next Friday night before the race.
That's what Roger Pierce gets being an ass and cutting him off when he's doing his interview.
Oh God, I had to.
Oh my God, we've gone off the rails here tonight. It's been such a great night here from
Train is
Talladega.
derailed.
The train. I think like lap 2, we actually fell off a cliff.
Yep.
Like it's pretty bad. This would be a fun one for you to watch back, Sean. Especially that last lap. You're gonna have a lot of fun with that, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I will enjoy watching that last lap and watching me throw my talent out the window into the grandstands, and hopefully a little fan caught it and stole it, and will become 10K in iRacing.
Absolutely. Well, any final thoughts from anybody here?
I'm good.
I think we already halfway did them, but we've got a man. I mean, look at this. The road is healing, right? Like we got a great package at Talladega, a great race, a photo finish down to a 10,000th of a second margin. Sean Conklin found a personality here somewhere, which is pretty fun to keep up with, and
Had to
that's
give him an
from back in
Alabama
the booth.
accent, buddy.
Dude,
we got Esther back in the booth. We got the Conky Donkey. We got Two in the Dink and Rog Dog all in one night. I mean, I think we hit everything that we possibly could, aside from monetization, because I'm pretty sure that's going out the window tomorrow morning.
Oh boy, this broadcast will be fun to look back on.
Yeah, I hope that we did not make the front page of iRacing this week, because if we did, it ain't happening again, boys. But to wrap things up and put a bow on it here, from the entire Grid Vision team, we'd like to thank you for watching and participating in the chat. For more information on getting your league broadcasters supported by gridvision.live, contact us on Facebook, Discord, or info@gridvision.live. A special thanks goes out to Andrew Cardinal IV of Whiplash Simcams for providing the beautiful cameras used on all of Grid Vision's broadcasts. Also, make sure to stay with the Twitch channel here as we get ready to go off air, because we will be rating another member of the iRacing community. Congratulations again. Go to Jake Hickson with the underdog win here tonight at Talladega. This has been Sheldon Atkins, and I've been joined by Roger Pierce, Austin Edstrom, and Austin Derbyshire. And we will see you next time on the grid.